safe to come out? Am I allowed to come out? Have the Pizza Hut ninjas stopped hunting me? They left for now? Oh, okay then. Alright, thank God. Hey, how's it going? I hope things are going good for you guys. It's going pretty decent for me. Ow! Get his ass! Thank you, Firefiend. Oh, Jesus. NF Bay, hi. So, power went out the other day. Oops. So literally, like, we got about, like, 2 minutes into the stream, and then suddenly my power just went completely out. Like, holy shit. Thought for a second B was invincible. Oh, no, I'm not invincible. Nope. That is not a thing that is I'm capable of being. Absolutely not. Anyway, so yeah, the other day the power went out and it was out for about 3 hours. So as much as I wanted to jump back in and maybe do some kind of a stream yesterday, it just wasn't going to happen. So I'm just thankful that the power came back like at a pretty decent time so I could at least, you know, get to bed at a reasonable hour with like comfortable air conditioned air and stuff and, you know, a fan blowing next to me. Yeah, it would have sucked if the power was out all night. Sure were a lot of game announcements this weekend. Yes. And like I was actually going to mention this during this stream today. Like there were some video game announcements that happened that I was like genuinely really excited about. But the main problem and the thing that I'm having a major issue with right now is that like I have so little faith and trust in a lot of the video game industry right now, especially like AAA developers and things like that. So for me, whenever I see any kind of an announcement, my first immediately thought is like cynicism and pessimism. Like I sit there being like, okay, what's the monkey's paw? You know, what is the problem here? Is it going to be a bad game? Is it going to be that you use generative AI to create what you made? Like, is it like only in production and is never going to come out? Like what exactly, like what, you know, what's going to be the caveat? I don't know. Like, I really can't trust something right off the bat anymore, and it really sucks. And even like a bunch of the announcements that happened today, through like the Xbox gaming event that they did, like that in and of itself, I can't really trust all that much because I don't really trust Xbox. I'll be real. You know, the Xbox is one of those companies that I'm just like, no, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wait until I see some stuff, you know, related to whether or not they have AI in their stuff, or whether Microsoft is like, you know, backpedaled on the whole like, we're gonna stop putting our money in the hands of people that kill people. You know, that kind of thing. Here, am I completely lined up? Let me see. We good? I think we're good. That was the shortest stream ever. Yeah, I know, right? Anyway, so I know there's a lot of exciting things that have happened, but like, I'm gonna be real, I'm cynical about basically all of it. You know? Like, unless it's coming from a developer who has very specifically had a really good track record and somebody who I know doesn't do AI bullshit. That's kind of the only thing that is keeping me at all interested in whatever is going on. So that's my place. Only announcement that I saw without a monkey's paw was Persona 4 Remake. Well, I saw that a lot of people were talking about Persona 6. I don't know. Has anybody seen that and been like, you know, is there anything on that squicks people out? I haven't really looked too heavily into that. So I'm not massively into the Persona series personally. But I wouldn't know. Kojima's apparently dropped AI. We will see. That's one of those things where I'm like, You did? Sure. I'll give you a couple of years. If you do anything AI related in that time, I'm not gonna change my mind. No. You're on a very, very short leash. You know what I mean? Just an announcement that it was in development. Okay, well, that's not, like, horrifying or anything, so that's fine. Persona 6 got a logo. No game to show, so it doesn't count. Them's the rules. No game, no hype. Is that new No Game, No Life spinoff? Alright. Okay. Oh, I just remembered I should probably jump over to the, there, to the voice chat in case somebody wants to poke at me. There we go. Oh, before I forget, I do want to remind everybody, absolutely no Digital Circus spoilers. Do not do it. Like, I haven't seen it, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people that have also not seen it. So, do not do it. Okay? Keep that zipped. I know, I'm probably going to be reminding you guys of that every single Aye.
Is I cried a lot a spoiler?
It's on the ballpark. Also, is that you just being quiet, or is that like... Hold on a second. You're a tiny bit quiet in my ears.
I was not talking.
Oh. I heard you a little bit. You said, like, is I cried a lot being a spoiler.
Okay, no, sorry, probably just not talking loud enough.
I think you're going through the right channel. Actually, let me check to make sure. Okay, yep, Discord, it does look like audio is coming through there, so you should be fine. Hi, Pierce, how's it going?
Greetings, fellow men, women, hamsters, and gerbils. I hope you're having a lovely Sunday.
I don't allow gerbils.
Right? Am I a hamster or a gerbil?
Wouldn't that be great if I was just like, ew, gerbils? Fuck them.
What's wrong with gerbils?
Well,
I have a prejudice against gerbils.
I think
Okay.
considering my my former Hamtaro hyperfixation, I'm a hamster.
Ah. Damn it. Maybe I need to tweak my rules a bit.
We stand the ham-hams in this house.
We do.
Ham-hams themselves are not allowed. However, ham-ham sympathizers are allowed. That's how it works.
Effort. Yep.
Honestly,
Leave it to
I
me.
think
Okay.
I watched a couple episodes of Hamtaro when it was airing on some channel. I forget which one. But, like, I didn't hate the show. But it didn't really, like
15 years ago, probably.
yeah. Like, it didn't
We were
grab
like
me,
20.
though.
It's
Yeah.
basically a soap opera.
That's what I've heard. Like, the plot gets
it's-
oddly deep.
It's a soap opera with anime hamsters.
And it's adorable.
It's very cute. It's cute soap opera, but it's definitely a soap opera.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, it's like it's just drama about like who's got a crush on who, and it's gonna get this one guy wants to confess, but the girl he likes has a crush on his best friend, and that kind of thing.
Aw, that's cute. Let me see.
So I finally made a new reactive. Holy shit, other one was so old. It was before I even had my VTuber model.
I noticed that. Your new reactive is, like, very short stature.
I'm still just a palico dressed as a snowman.
But it's adorable,
kinda
though.
small. It's kind of small, but maybe I'll change it to be like from the waist up or something. But I just need to change it.
That
one
looks
other
pretty
was
good.
cool.
I mean, my Fugi is, like, this one piece of art that was made by Remy, that is, like... It's just, like, the bit, except, like, I animated the mouth a little bit, so it does the whole, like... meh, 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 meh. And that's it. Also, my face looks incredibly cursed. Like, it's
I
just,
think
like,
I've
the
seen that on Nixon's stream. and stuff
massive, like, eyeballs, like, massive retinas staring into your soul. I don't know, it makes me happy. Very excited for Persona. Also, I believe there might have been a Halo 1 remaster in the works. Barf.
Yeah.
Is
So
it?
about
Hasn't Halo
that,
already been like remade several times?
Yes.
yes, it was. They're redoing it again, allegedly with AI this time.
Yep.
Ew.
Yeah.
And also,
with
it's coming
AI.
out on PlayStation, which is also weird.
Well, that's the entire reason people think they're remastering it. Is they're like, let's remaster it and then specifically advertise that's coming out on PlayStation because Xbox is a failed console and we need to start branching off to different places. Otherwise, we're gonna fail.
We need to jump ship because the Xbox is the Titanic and PlayStation is our lifeboat, even though we literally built the Xbox to compete with the lifeboat in the first place.
Yep, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah,
But,
that's
yeah,
the situation
no.
Microsoft is in.
The fact that like there's going to be AI used to help develop the new Halo game is a massive blow against it. So like they showed a preview of the level, oh god, been a while since
It's
I
the
played
beach
Halo
level.
1. It's the beach level one. The Silent Cartographer. That was the one. And it's one of the most iconic freaking Halo levels out there. And one, visually, it looks generic as fuck. And like the art style just it looks way too realistic. It's one of those like
It has that
Halo
Unreal
does-
Engine lighting, which I can't describe, but you know it when you see it.
oh yeah. Well, lighting is a portion of it. I do think that if you screw up the lighting on something, you mess with the art style completely. So that could be a factor. But on top of that, just Halo does have a very tiny smidgen of stylizing to it. And when you make something look a little bit too realistic, the stylization just kind of disappears.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look good. And on top of that, like the people were noticing that maybe this was a whole bunch of beta lines or something, but they noticed that a whole bunch of the lines for the characters sounded like that they were AI generated. You know, like people specifically were pointing to Cortana's lines and being like, why does she sound like that? And why did she pronounce these syllables incorrectly? So, yeah, I have no intention about buying the new Halo 1 remaster because we're retreading something that has already been done 5 billion times. And on top of that, if you were really going to re-release that game, why don't you just do the original one?
Well, because they already did the Halo Master Chief Collection, and everyone who wanted it already bought it.
But not PlayStation. Release the Master Chief Collection on the PlayStation.
But we need to do something new and shiny to take full advantage of the PlayStation 5 Pro.
No, you really don't.
Who
We need to
developed
sell
that?
those new
Because
Nvidia cards that no
Bungie-
one can afford.
Who developed that? Because I know Bungie are the people who originally made Halo, but they
I
now are
bel-
owned
I
by
believe it was
PlayStation,
343.
and they
Actually,
are only
so
working on Marathon.
so
Apparently,
here's the timeline. Bungie made the original Halo. They left they left Microsoft around the end of Halo Reach. So from there, it was taken over by like half of Halo's studio. Halo's like studio basically stayed in Microsoft, and they became 343 Industries. And then they proceeded to drag Halo as a franchise through the mud for many years. And then they went, okay, all our games aren't doing well. We're going to go ahead and rebrand, and we're going to call ourselves Halo Studios now. And we're going to start making this new Halo remaster. And, we see how well that's going.
So, can I add a little bit to this?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. One of the things that was so frustrating about 343 and their handling of Halo is there's this game that they released called Halo Infinite. And the development of that game is an interesting story because they created a whole new game engine that they specifically said was built just for this game and was supposed to set the groundwork for the next 10 years of Halo. And what they didn't tell you is how they actually made the engine, which is this is Microsoft, so they like to pinch every single penny that they possibly can. So instead of actually hiring a dedicated team to be able to, it's not just making this engine over the course of multiple years and have a ground-based bedrock for the next 10 years of Halo, They just hired a bunch of contractors to piecemeal it all together into a sort of Frankensteiny mush. And at the end of that, each contractor, once they were done with their piece, left because they're contractors, which means that there is no single person at 343 who has a full understanding of how this engine works, because it's all a patchwork quilt. And because of that, the game also had to be patchworked together, and barely managed to scrape by a good single-player mode, and the multiplayer mode kind of fell flat on its face.
Yep.
So after that whole shit show, for lack of a better word, Microsoft just said, you know what, screw it, just do it in Unreal Engine. And so they did that. And the good thing about Unreal Engine is that it's pretty ubiquitous across the game industry now, so everyone knows how to use it. The bad part is that everyone knows how to use it, so it's really easy to just keep doing the contractor thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we are now.
Yep. I mean, I played Halo Infinite. I really liked the main campaign, and I thought it was a really nice start to the opening of a new part of the franchise. As annoying as it was that they were continuing to take John, the Master Chief, and just dragging him, like, probably kicking and screaming into another freaking campaign series. You know what I mean? Aside from that, I'm just like, okay, you did fine. It wasn't that offensive. It just wasn't anything that broke my mind. But the multiplayer was completely fumbled. Completely.
Yeah.
To start, I mean, again, like Pierce mentioned, the whole like engine thing basically made it so that they just didn't really know how to properly code and set it up for the multiplayer stuff in the first place. But even if they did, the decisions they made for the multiplayer rollout were terrible. What they did was the multiplayer of the game was free to play. You could just go and download Halo Infinite's multiplayer for free if you wanted to. How were they going to subsidize that? By putting in cosmetics. Which meant that if you wanted to customize your Spartan, you had to go and spend some money. And I'm gonna be real, customizing your avatar was one of the cool things about Halo multiplayer. So like, it really sucked that they decided to just trash that and make it a cash cow instead. And I think the number one thing that completely killed the multiplayer since day one, they didn't put in dedicated Slayer mode. Like, they just decided not to do that. The way that they structured it was they had specific, like, campaign type of things that you could do, or, like, you know, they had, like, specific mission sets of game modes that you could play. So it would put you in positions where you'd be like, oh, a Team Slayer match over here, maybe, if you're lucky. But then they also had, like, capture the flag at the same time. Or, you know, you'll play oddball on one particular thing. But there was never a moment where you could have just, you know, casually looked at the gameplay modes and went, I feel like playing a little bit of Slayer. I'm going to click that. It very much was set up like they wanted to make a new esports setup for their multiplayer. As well as they wanted to make more gameplay options that would better bolster the idea of people who were playing free-to-play games that were being competitive, that wanted to buy merch so that they could show it off in multiplayer and be like this competitive esport thing. Like, we knew where the direction they were going with it. It just wasn't fun or lucrative for properly playing a multiplayer game. So people were just like, no, we don't buy into this shit. Anyway, Halo Infinite, unfortunately, was kind of a wash. And like Pierce mentioned, we're moving over to Unreal now. And on top of that, we are moving to a completely different development setup where we're still getting contractors, but also we're bringing in generative AI crap. And I'm just like, I think I'm done with Halo.
Yeah.
I don't need this anymore. And I ranted about this over on Blue Sky a little bit earlier. There's also a protest. What was it called? Boycott. I think it's boycott. People boycott Microsoft right now
because Microsoft is doing a lot of the real life horrors.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
Yeah.
well, for me, it's easy to boycott them because, again, they've got a lot of franchises that they've gone and bought up by like buying game companies. You know, Banjo Kazooie being one of them that they bought really early on. But they buy companies and then they have all these IPs and they're just like, we're not going to do anything with them. Goodbye. There's that. They're doing the generative AI thing. They have been firing a fuckload of all of these employees that they have been buying up because they're trying to save money somehow. And then there is the whole war in Gaza that they kind of helped facilitate because they handed a bunch of technology to Israel that like were, you know, that was basically like AI surveillance. So they're not just complicit. I think they are just straight up like a major player involved in that war. So for me, I'm just like, you know, I think I'm just not gonna buy things from Microsoft anymore. Like, there are so many people making video games nowadays. I think those guys could they deserve my money a lot more than they do. So,
Also, the Halo Master Chief Collection is still on Steam, so if you really want to just go play Halo, just go play Halo.
I guess, but then that gives them like, you know, hours played metrics.
Okay, then
I'm
get the
fine.
Master Chief Collection through other means. You don't have to buy it on Steam. It's available other places.
That's fair. That is true. The Epic Games
am
tactic.
excited.
Our games aren't selling enough, so we're going to fire all of our team that can make good games to get more sales. Yeah, genius.
That's basically Microsoft. I am excited for the Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. That looks awesome.
Ooh. I haven't looked into that, actually.
They showed off a lot of Part 3, and I know you haven't played Parts 1 and 2 yet, but they are also very good, and I'm very excited for how they're going to end things.
Ooh.
I would like to play the Final Fantasy VII Remake eventually. I probably could play it on my PC now, since my new PC is quite good.
Yeah,
and
Steam
to run
port's the Steam
now.
version is really, really good.
Yeah, so I'll have to look into that at some point. Unfortunately, I have $200 to my name, and also I bought more Digital Circus merch.
Oh dear.
Understandable.
Understandable.
is-
Have a nice day.
I hate their shipping makes me so angry though, because it's like $18 for shipping a plushie and a keychain.
Oh,
Yeesh.
yeah. Well, you know, we can't all be Amazon and, you know, just count the shipping costs as a loss,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is sad.
It's a great show. I'll have more to say once it officially releases outside of theaters. But Digital Circus good. That's what I'll say for now.
I
I
was
got a
very,
couple of
very
theories in my
happy with
head
the
rattling
end.
around.
I am very happy with the ending. I know not everyone's gonna be happy with it, but you know, whatever, they do them.
It's the internet. You're always going to find somebody that's unhappy.
Yeah, I also don't want to spoil things, so I'm kind of walking on eggshells here, but
Right.
I will say that I was very satisfied with the conclusion.
Same here.
I'm just thinking, like, you're always going to get that one person, like, on social media that's like, no, I wanted to get the Zooble Gangle makeout session that lasted 20 minutes. You know, somebody's not going to be happy no matter what you do.
I'm not spoiling shit. Anyway.
Saying a word. I'm not saying a word.
Oh, it turns out that's the entire movie. Great. Just like, you know, Kane comes back and he's just like, hey, fellas, so we told you that this was going to be an entire final act. No, it's all smut. Enjoy.
Fandango didn't give us a rating, we're not rated, and we're taking advantage of that.
Yep.
Pretty much. Hello, Easy B. How's it going? Yeah, We are talking about the Amazing Digital Circus, but we're talking about not spoiling it. All right, we're talking
you can
specifically
say
about.
it was good and
Yeah.
you liked it, or
Shush,
it
no talk.
made you very emotional or something like that. But no actual. Don't tell us any. Don't say anything about what actually happens.
Mhm. Well,
Yep.
the fact that it was emotional can mean a number of different things, and all of those different things are rattling around in my head like atoms. So,
Well, I think
Yeah.
any finale to a show that you've been following for several years is going to be emotional no matter what.
yeah, that's true. But like I said, emotional in what way? Only one way for me to find out. So, I'll be seeing
Yeah,
it.
yeah. The Charlie from Smiling Friends fish made us promise not to spoil.
Oh,
Yeah, this isn't a spoiler for the actual episode, so I think we're allowed to say this part. But if you watch it in theaters, then the fish guy from the previous Digital Circus episode, he shows up and he makes you promise to him not to spoil the rest of the show.
hey, dude, I'm really happy you came out to watch the movie, but can you please not spoil it?
Basically that, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
cute. It's
basically it.
only for the theaters as far as I'm aware. I don't think it makes sense to show it on the web version once that drops because it's not in theaters on there. But yeah, they just did a slight little extra thing where the fish shows up and says, please don't spoil everything.
I hope they
And then he
release
says
that
that-
as a special feature on YouTube.
And then he says that normally Kane would do this, but he couldn't do that because he died. Because they're talking about episode
Yeah,
8,
normally I'd
which is
have
already
Kane
out,
come out and
so
do
I'm not
this, but,
spoiling that because that's
Yeah.
already available.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's been out for a couple of months now. Like so.
Yeah. So if you haven't
Yeah.
watched the rest of the show, you have about 30 seconds to
Yeah,
do
if
so
you missed
before this
episode
starts,
8,
so get on
we full range.
Yeah,
we
and the
can do
fish
whatever
also
we want.
says this is also the end of the show. So if you're not caught up, you have 30 seconds to catch up.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Well, you could do that one scene in that one episode of A Digital Circus where Kane just beams all the information
it
into
all into
Jax's
his
head.
head. Yeah.
Let's see. Never watched it, but the characters look familiar for some reason. Now you probably
They've-
saw
they've
some
It's
of
like
the
been
one of the most
everywhere.
popular things on the internet.
He's very popular,
kind of
and you've
been everywhere
probably seen a
online,
shit
yeah.
post here and there.
It's like every 5 years, humanity reinvents Homestuck. in the 2010s, it was Homestuck, and then we had and then the early 2010s. Early 2010s, we had My Little Pony and Homestuck. Then late 2010s, we had Undertale and Deltarune. And now for the 2020s, it's Digital Circus. It's the thing that takes over the internet and has the biggest fandom ever, which means there's also a large amount of people in that extremely large fandom that make everybody else look bad.
So by reinventing Homestuck, you just mean something that reinvents fandom in general.
Or
A
like
big
it
internet
hits
thing
like,
a,
captures like
Everything that you
everybody.
described is basically very different from each other, but the main thing that connects them all is the fact they have a very ravenous fan base.
very, very large, very ravenous fan base. It's like that one thing that's all over the internet that everybody loves and you can't get away from, and so there is naturally backlash from people who are sick of seeing it. Fandom critical mass, yeah.
Yeah.
Which wasn't really a thing before the early 2010s, just because the internet was still late 2000s internet was still not quite as we know it today.
I miss old internet.
Yeah.
I miss when
Yeah,
things
too.
were simple, quieter, chilled out. Didn't have to worry about somebody getting really heavily angry at you. Oh, hey, I
Played
found
through
the
Beautiful
Combat
Katamari on my
Evolved
Xbox 360.
section on the Steam
Oh,
store.
sorry.
Interesting.
Oh, is that for the new one?
Yeah, for the new one. They have not disclosed any of their AI bullshit, but I'm sure we'll find out.
Sure, we will.
And that's another thing that I've kind of resulted to doing nowadays is nowadays I don't really buy things as they come out. Unless
Doesn't Steam require you to disclose if AI was used in your game?
Yeah, it does.
So then, why isn't it here?
Well, I don't know. Like it seems like it's pretty relaxed, honestly. So
Very anti-AI. Bit rants about it probably usually every week.
yeah, yeah, very anti-AI. Do not like it. No, I am of the opinion that AI is one of those things that is unnecessary, wastes a ton of electricity, completely kills the creativity of whatever it is that you're currently making, and in general, it doesn't even look good at the end of the day.
Well, as it's currently being used, yeah, the current state of like generative ChatGPT type AI type AI is it's bad.
Don't forget, it makes dumbasses think they're smart. Yeah.
Actually, there is one AI thing that I did see that was announced that it looked cool. Alien Isolation 2.
Hey, that's awesome. Man,
That looks fun.
Ooh. You know what's funny? I actually I forget who it was I was watching, but they were talking about Alien Isolation. There's a lot of people that love that game, like passionately and like adore it. I was watching somebody that absolutely does not. And their reasoning for it actually kind of does make a little bit of sense. The reasoning for it is that, like, you know, they advertise the idea that, oh my god, the AI is so smart and like you can't hide in the same places every single time. They get smart to that, so they'll find you in like the locker that you hide in, and so you have to start mixing up your strategies for, like, you know, worming your way around them or hiding in different locations. And like they don't know how, the person I'm talking about, they don't have a problem with that specifically. What they have a problem with is that once you get into the vibe of the layout of how they position the scares become significantly less scary, or like they kind of become like predictable, where, like, you know, you'll be dropped into this one room, you'll get exposition, and then you'll get a puzzle, and then once you finish the puzzle, suddenly the alien shows up. You escape, you get another cutscene, you get another puzzle, and then the alien shows up, and then you escape. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. And so for them, like, once they saw that gameplay loop, they were like, oh, yeah, this is not as dramatic as I would like it to be now.
Yeah, but if stuff is randomly generated like that, it starts to become routine after a while, because you don't have a human hand who's carefully crafting the exact emotional beats that you want to have.
Like,
the only game that's like successfully done something like that didn't use generative AI to do it. They just created a really, really smart algorithm by hand by working with actual like psychologists to make it work. And the game is called Left 4 Dead 2, and it's amazing.
dang.
Because
You
they
remember
have
a
their
long time
AI
ago when
director who chooses which enemies are on which route.
You remember a long time ago when AI was actually used to, like, describe something that was smart or, you know, well designed?
Yeah, before generative AI became a thing, AI was simply, we programmed something to do a thing.
Mm-hmm. Clever
And
programming.
then it did the thing.
That's all it
Yeah.
was. I also miss the era when AI was thought of as being like, an artificial construct that is like really, really smart and actually knows what it's talking about.
Yeah, but even the current iteration of AI that we do have isn't smart and doesn't know what it's talking about. It's just predicting what the next word in a sequence should be.
Yep. And, like, it really badly wants you to think it's the former and not the latter.
Well,
So,
the companies creating this want you to think that. It doesn't think anything.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
I call it a bullshit
It's
machine.
a very fancy algorithm. It's just a
Mhm.
lot of math.
Yeah, like, dude, what we've been... I forget who it was that originally coined this, but I think it was some
Yeah.
sort of a philosopher. It was somebody who said that, like, any advanced enough technology could be misinterpreted as magic. And I feel like there's a lot of things in our life right now that they're so obscured in how they work that I think some people actually do genuinely have this idea that it's just magic happening. And
Yeah.
oh my god, it's not. Like,
Fire Fee is in the chat is right. Generative AI is not AI because AI implies intelligence, just an algorithm with a keyboard. Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. And think about this for a second. We all have these fancy schmancy smartphones, which I'm currently holding mine in my hand right now. You can't see it, and my hand's glitching out, but just trust me, it's there. And a lot of people look at that and they're just like, oh my gosh, it's so advanced, it's so cool, so modern. Let's be real. Everything inside of a smartphone is just the end result of a lot of iterating on the exact same concepts that we have been doing since the 1960s. But maybe a little bit later than that. I'll say 1980s.
It's just a fancier version of something else.
It's just like it's 1980s technology that we have managed to smush down and speed up to a point of it being like miraculous. It's still a set of ones and zeros that we've been working with for years and years. It's just the ones and zeros are so fast you can't see them anymore. You know,
and we've managed to smush them down so far that it's not physically possible to smush them down anymore, which is causing like manufacturers to start getting freaked out because like, how do we add more to this, because we physically can't make it smaller. So all that there is to do is just start making it bigger again, and we have to charge more for it. So okay, I guess that's what we're doing now.
Yeah. Have you guys noticed
and also,
that
it's also just giving it's also just giving way more diminished returns, because in ye olden times, if you like multiplied the amount of triangles you can render by 10, that was significant and drastically changed the ability for you to create things, because you jump from making 3D models on a PS1, which can render like 5, and then you jump to something like a PlayStation 3, which can render Uncharted 2. And now the jump from PS4 to PS5, most PS5 games just look like PS4 games, and sometimes they even run better on PS4 because they have ray tracing off.
Mm-hmm.
So a PS6 probably won't look any different than a PS5 to the naked eye, and there's only so high the resolution can get.
Right,
before it stops being before it stops meaning anything.
What is the significant difference you're going to get from a 4K screen to an 8K screen?
Pretty much none, and we know that because the PS5 actually does support 8K, but no one uses it because no one has an 8K screen, and the people who do have it, no one's making anything that supports 8K because they tried and no one cared.
At the absolute minimum, something like 8K technology, something like that is something that should be reserved for like the VR space. Because in that space, you do need to have the pixel fidelity, because you're looking at those pixels like literally right in front of your eye. But for something like a casual display, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and even something like a VR display, Valve is doing that thing with their new Steam frame where they make it so that the pixels your eye is directly looking at are sharp, but the ones that you're not directly looking at that are in your peripheral vision, those can be less resolution-y because you're not looking at them. So there's already a workaround for that, and that sounds pretty good. So even within the VR space, you don't need it to be that crazy.
Speaking of Steam VR, actually, let me look up the Steam frame. I know that the Steam Deck has been upped by like $300. Yes. So I'm sure that the Steam frame is going to be stupid.
They still haven't announced the price of the Steam machine or the Steam frame.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're waiting to release that tech, just because, like, if they release it now, they're going to be laughed into oblivion. Yeah, I've pulled up the website for the Steam frame. Is there anything new that they've said about it, or is it mostly just the same stuff? I do see that the Steam controller is officially out for $100. And I'm sure it's worth it, but holy shit. Okay, so let's see. Oh, the processor is 4nm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 architecture ARM64. I'm curious what like the actual like gigahertz processing is for that. Probably pretty good, not gonna lie. 16 gigabytes of RAM. That's gonna hurt the wallet. You can get a unit with 1 terabyte on it if you wanted. Okay. A rechargeable lithium-ion battery with like 21.6 watt hours apparently, which is like insane, by the way. Like, holy fuck.
Hey, I gotta head out and take care of some stuff, so I'm gonna go do that, okay?
Aw, later,
Oh.
Pierce.
Alrighty.
Sorry, see you later, everybody. Bye.
Hey,
No worries.
thanks for popping in.
Yep. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See ya. Ooh, okay. So here's the resolution of the headset, apparently. 2160 by 2160 per eye. Holy fuck. That, you get 2K monitors for both your eyes. That is insane. How, like, God, how smooth do you think that's gonna look? I'm so sick of headsets that have, like, you know, the whole screen door effect on them, where it looks like you're just looking through, you know, you're looking through a mesh. It sucks. My eyes don't deserve that. Hey, have a little bit more self-esteem. No. Your eyes deserve that. Oh yeah, the thing I'm really excited about is that the Valve frame, or the Steam frame, has the ability to track things via a camera on the outside of the unit. It's no longer using base stations. Thank God, because base stations, while they were really nice and got us to where we are today, base stations really limit what your what your headset is capable of and where you're capable of using it. You know, it'd be super nice to be able to buy this thing and then just be like, I want to use it in the living room today. I think they might have meant that kind of screen right up against my retinas, please no. I'm fine with it. Wait, we're way past the era of, like, your mom telling you to get away from the television because it's a CRT and it's beaming electrons directly into your face. You're fine. It's just a set of pixels being sent an image. You're minimal radiation, minimal. Oh, use a laser to project the image straight into my pupil. I think that has actually been proposed. I don't recall if it's gone anywhere though. I don't know. Monochrome pass-through. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. The idea that you can see the outside of your environment in, like, monochrome color, so that if you are about to hit a wall, you can stop yourself. And again, the important thing, the really cool thing, is that if you want to play your games in, like, super high definition 4K crazy resolution, the headset itself doesn't have the ability to do that, but it comes with a little dongle that works off of Wi-Fi 7. And Wi-Fi 7 has the capability of sending really fast internet speeds. So you literally just have the footage beamed directly to your headset via Wi-Fi 7. It's, you know, your computer handles all the processing. I'll be fine. My eyes can't get much worse. Anyway, I'm super excited. I'm just getting the suspicion that when this thing comes out, they're probably gonna end up pricing it at, like, something stupid. That's
Probably.
gonna suck. Oh, we'll see. I'll buy it when it comes down to a reasonable price, I guess. Phoenix is... Oh, Phoenix, don't apologize for not talking too much in the chat. It's cool. Like, the fact that you're here makes me happy. I am very happy to see that you're even just taking the time to jump in and say hello and just chill out. That makes me happy. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention this earlier in the stream, but yeah, the Magma is available. in the event anybody wants to go over and do some funny doodles and whatnot, got a couple things from the previous stream. Here, let me pull up the image. There we go. So I believe this was Evbay who was drawing up Kane in the corner, and it took me a moment to realize that that's Bubble. For a moment, I was just like, what is that horrifying nightmare? No, it's Bubble.
It's Bubble.
It's Bubble. Got a PB over here. What does PB stand for?
No, it's Persona 6.
Oh! I'm a dummy. Yes, Persona 6. Cool.
Yeah, all the Personas are like color coded. Persona, except the first two, because it was, I don't know what the deal is with the first two, like if it was made by a different team or whatever. But basically, 3 was like a reboot of the series, and the first two games are just completely different from from the rest of the series. But 3, which is like what Persona is now, started with 3. That one's blue. Persona 4 is yellow. Persona 5 is red, and now Persona 6 is green.
I remember I saw the announcement, and everybody has been making fun of the color green.
Yeah, the announcement is literally just, it doesn't tell us anything. It's just, it's spooky and green, and it's in development.
Right.
Get
Well,
excited.
some people were like, is this going to be the Persona where we get zombies? Also, Phoenix is asking if you like Floofy Snatcher.
I did not see the Floofy Snatcher, but I always like your Floofy Snatcher, so...
There.
Oh,
Somebody ran him through the dryer.
he's so fluffy. He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die.
He's so cute. I want to smother him.
Also, that Kane and Bubble reminded me, hold on a bit, I've been so brain rotted since I saw the finale. I had exactly 8 spots left on my Tomodachi Island, and so guess who's and so the circus came to town.
Ooh.
And hold on, I got Kane and Bubble here. I really like how they turned out. To get a picture.
Tomodachi is like, Jax comes in and literally ruins everything. The end.
No, it's so funny. The Gangle and Zubul are mutually crushing on each other, but haven't confessed yet, so that's canon.
Jesus, okay, yeah.
And now, I think it is Pomni has a crush on Ragatha, but Ragatha has one on Jax. So we've got
Oddly,
the amazing
that's
love
canon
triangle
too,
here.
sorta. That's weird. That's working way well. That's way better than it should be.
It's really funny.
Hoping to see Amblin Entertainment's new original movie Disclosure Day this Friday.
Yeah, that's the new Spielberg movie.
I don't know a heck of a lot about it, but hey, very nice. Like, if there's anybody that I trust in Hollywood, probably would be Steven Spielberg. Like, dude's got a brain for good filmmaking.
Except
Not only
Ready
that,
Player One.
not just filmmaking, but like making a lot of different variations of films. Like, a lot of people are one-trick ponies. Steven Spielberg is not one of them.
Oh, I know. I saw you got. I'm jealous of your Kane plushie, Phoenix. It's gonna take mine a little. It's gonna take a little bit for mine to get here. Hopefully not too long. My Kinger came in pretty fast, so.
Alright, are you gonna put a bucket over his head?
Over my Kinger plushie? No, I don't have a. I wish I had a bucket to put over.
Or just,
my
like,
Kinger.
store him
the way
in-
he's sized, he probably would just fit in the bucket.
Well, that's what I was like. Yeah, to like store all of your regular plushies in one place, and then just put a bucket down and like have Kinger in it, and people will be like, "What's with the bucket?" And then you lift it, just be like, "Ta-da!" Ooh, Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core. Yeah, I saw that. A bunch of friends of mine were talking about the idea of playing that at some point here. They're super excited because, Deep Rock Galactic's freaking awesome to begin with. But not only that, but sequel? And we get female dwarves? Finally! Rock and Stone!
Okay, I posted the Kanan bubble in the image share.
Oh, alright.
Also, but I recorded a thing. It's gonna take me a minute to get it on my phone, but you have to see this. This happened in Tomodachi, and I'm like, I have to record this, and I have to show it to Bit.
Bubble is an item?
Bubble is a pet.
Oh, that's perfect. I love
He's
it.
Kane's pet.
You gave him a bubble. Here, everybody. You need to see this. I'm having a baby.
The stream must
There
be
we
really
are.
behind.
Oh.
The stream must be really behind. I'm not
Ah.
seeing it on. Oh, there
Oh.
it is. There it is.
Oh, dang. Yeah, no, it is taking me a minute because I have to download it to the computer.
You
Oh,
got a
there's
Karen
Ragatha.
cosplayer at your
There's
theater?
Ragatha
That's
back
so
there.
amazing. I was hoping there'd be some cosplayers, but nah, it was just some people in people brought their merch and stuff and wore shirts and stuff like that, but no actual cosplayers, which was kind of sad. And yeah, also Ragatha is there too. She's just there.
Sounds sticky. Right you are, Bubble.
And
Sounds
they're hanging out on
Bubble, you can't say that.
That's the real reason Kane put in the swearing filter, was just because of Bubble.
Yeah, probably.
He's like, I can't allow this. And everyone else has to suffer for it.
Look at this little, like, chaotic evil creature I have here. Oh! Eve posted a picture of, like... Oh, my... Permission to show this on the screen. Am I loud? Am I loud? Also, it looks... Oh, God, it's so... It looks like a loofah. Oh, I love it,
the
though.
little felt finger with the
Yeah.
little bucket. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. It's like a thimble for the bucket.
Yeah? Okay.
It's
Look at this, guys.
adorable.
Oh, big. Big. Very big. Scroll down. Oh, Jesus. There he is. Look at him. It's a felt kinger, but he's got a little bucket.
He got a little thimble bucket.
I love it. Look at him.
He looks like a worm.
Oh, hi. That lad does not know who or where he is. Quite literally.
No thoughts head empty.
No thoughts. Zero of them. That reminds me. Let me see if I can post it over to... Oh, I need to send it to the other computer. Oopsies. I don't have it on my stream
I'll
PC.
try to record the thing that happened in Tomodachi, so I have to be off the mic for that.
Okie dokie. I had a tiny bucket at my trinket shelf and I was like, I have an idea! Alright, let me go over to my Photoshop folder because I need to go grab the file. Where are you? There you are. Alright, send that over to... Yay. So the other day we were watching The Lion King, and we got to a point where we were watching the Lion King bloopers thing, where it's literally just they took a bunch of the lines from the original actors and like animated them, and it's freaking awesome. And they did one face with Mufasa that I was just like, all right, I need to do something with this. And lo and behold, Mufasa dank. So if you're not in the Discord, you're missing out on this. Again.
Sarabi, that wasn't weird.
Oh, it's freaking great. And speaking of which, it was fun to rewatch The Lion King. I haven't had like a dedicated sit down and watch of The Lion King for at least like 10 years. So it was really neat to get to experience that movie again and to be able to like really absorb a lot of the parts of the movie that maybe I didn't like really 100% get when I was younger. Because there is some clever writing and some interesting sort of like haha jokes that were like left in there for the parents. Like, no, you know, nothing like mature. It was just like a joke that would fly over the head of a kid, but a parent would just be like, haha, I get it. So that was fun. Now it makes sense why Simba saw him up in the clouds. Because, oh, he was higher than a kite, that one.
Remember who you are. I don't remember who I am.
Now, that was last Friday. The next movie that we're going to be watching in the Discord is Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And I'm super excited about that because that's another movie I haven't watched in like a good 10 years. It's definitely, it's a very specific taste of a movie. I don't know how widely accepted or interested people would be to watch that film. But like, if you are a fan of British comedy, or in general, if you like Monty Python stuff, then you're gonna like Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And I know I do, so I'm super excited. I'm looking forward to that Friday. Yeah, very specific comedy. Very specific, like the instructions for using the Holy Hand Grenade. 1, 2, 4, 3, sire. 3. You must remember who you are, because I can't. I'm on so much weed. Simba, when we... Oh, hello. You're back.
Okay, it's in the image share now.
Okay. Here, let me go grab that.
It's like a minute and a half.
Simba, when we die, our bodies turn into grass. Then the antelope eats the grass. And because we were so high when we were living, the antelope get high as fuck. And so we are all connected in the circle of dank. Alright, I've downloaded the thing. I'm not gonna hear it for the first part, but I definitely...
Let's go around and introduce
I can't hear.
ourselves.
Hold on. I can't hear it. You guys probably can hear it.
To collecting all manner of Bitbee memorabilia.
Oh, there we go.
My name is Bailey, and I know everything there is to know about Bitbee.
What?
I told everyone at work that I was sick, which is technically true. Sick for Bitbee.
I'm Ewan, and I wear my love of Bitbee on my sleeve. Every night I stay awake thinking about what Bitbee might be doing. If we're staring up at the same night sky. Normal casual fan stuff. As a hardcore Bitbee fan, I'm Belphamet. All I do is put on a realistic bear costume and rummage through Bitbee's garbage cans every so often. So, I dream of Bitbee every night. Is that weird?
Not weird at all. In fact, I'm jealous. I'd pay a small fortune to meet Bitbee, even if it was just in a dream.
Only a small fortune? Cheapskate. I'd pay a large fortune.
I'd give all of my money to spend a single dream with Bitbee. I'll let you all in on a secret. Apparently, Bitbee's really big into punching things.
No way. That's just a tabloid story. I can't see Bitbee punching things. Huh. Maybe I should take up punching things. Just in case.
If Bitbee does it, I want to do it.
I got an email from someone claiming to be Bitbee.
Lies.
No way. Really? It's gotta be a fake.
Yep.
It's so
Must have
true.
been exciting to think it was real for a moment, though.
I got the same email? Was that a scam? Should I not have clicked all the links?
See, clearly you don't actually like my content because you are not watching the internet safety bit stuff. And you would know that that would be a scam, so you failed. Also, I need all of these simps to be liquidated immediately. All y'all go and drink something that isn't me, please.
No, the fan meetups, the event it's like one of the funniest ones in the whole game. It's one of the prompts that you can tell the Mii's about is you can put in a person to have them talk about a person, but
Yeah.
you typically want to put in like a celebrity or something because they'll talk about them as if they were famous, and then sometimes they will have fan meetups for that person, and then what you just saw happens.
Yeah, that's freaking insane. I've considered
The
picking up
average YouTuber
Tamagotchi Life
is-
on a number of occasions because it's kind of comedy gold, and like, you throw prompts in and it spins something really ridiculous.
It's so funny.
Still, it's one of those games that I'm like, I wouldn't be able to stop myself from streaming it. I can't. I'd have to do something like that on stream, and that would take up so much stream time. Average VTuber fan base loves them to point of obsession. Never actually watches anything they made. Oh my god! Did you know this one person? Oh my god, they're a goddess from the other realm, and I love them.
Average VTuber fan of a Japanese VTuber that doesn't stream in English.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
We're just like, oh my gosh, I love their design. They're so pretty. They're so cute. What do they do?
I don't know. I don't speak Japanese.
Oh dang it.
Well, that's the case for like every Hololive fan that I've met, in the English speaking world, because there's only a handful of English Hololive VTubers.
I have very
And
vaguely
so-
followed some Hololive stuff, but like only the very surface things that happen in all Hololive English. Like it's
yeah, same.
kind of it. Like,
Yeah.
Mori, Calliope, Gura, rest in peace, Gura.
Gura didn't really retire. She just quit Hololive and
Oh yeah.
went indie. Same with another member of that same group, the original Hololive English team. Same thing happened with Amelia
Yeah.
Watson.
Which is funny
They
because
just
they were
quit the group and went solo. They just went solo.
Mhm. Which is funny because like they were kind of known as being attached to the hip to a certain extent, and so like then they
Probably why.
both eventually left, and then I saw a collaboration between these two new VTubers that were oddly familiar and sounded exactly the same as them. Funny.
Yeah, I'm guessing what happened was Amelia left and got her new model and went indie and everything, and then Gura did the same.
Yeah, and I totally get that. Honestly,
Yeah.
like if you have the kind of clout to be able to go indie from something like that, I would highly suggest doing so, because every single time I hear about an agency, it just seems like it stirs up some kind of drama, and it's like, ugh.
I guess it depends, because with some people, because Kiara and Callie are still with Hololive,
Oh yeah,
and they seem to be doing fine, and they're doing fine.
yeah.
And I guess just for whatever reason, Amelia and Gura just were like, we don't really feel like we need or want the agency anymore, so we're just gonna go and do our own thing.
Mhm. It does kind of suck that like the agency owns your persona, and like you can't take that with you
Yeah,
other
they did
places.
need to get new characters and new models, but like that at least gave them the freedom to like then have their own, because or like, have something they might have wanted, because I don't know how much freedom you actually get when you join an agency on like what your character is and like what the design is.
From what I've seen and from what like I've been told from a couple people that are in agencies, a big part of who you are is kind of crafted by the agency itself. And you do have a little bit of creative say as to where it goes, because heck, it's you. You do need to have parts of it that you appreciate and enjoy, and stuff that you can identify with. But ultimately, the core of what it is owned by the agency, and anything that you come up with for the character by extension eventually becomes a part of the agency's property. So,
Yeah.
like you have freedom, it's just it's not your freedom after a certain point.
That also depends on the agency. There's another VTuber I follow, Rin Penrose. She was part of an agency that went defunct. So when the agency went defunct, she was still allowed to keep her model and character and everything.
Yep. Oh, I've heard
Also,
a couple of.
yes, Galindo. I'm sorry I missed your question from earlier. Why do I my first off my pronouns are he/they, so not a she. I'm sorry, my voice is very stupid and girly, but I am a he/they. And I was blessed with the third eye by my great Lord Aishi Akshithoth, because I am the leader of the Starlight Cult, who worships the great elder deity of magic.
Yeah.
But that is
Nightmare
funny.
type shit.
I can make that connection. I do remember that. I watched Jimmy Neutron as a kid, and they had the "Hi, I'm Paul" with the monkey with the 3 eyes at the end, which is
Hi, I'm Paul. I remember that.
very iconic.
Howdy, Scott. How you doing? I hope you're having a lovely day. We're currently just talking about VTuber what's nots and things.
Yeah, I would honestly, if I ever went with an agency, I would do exactly what Gora and Amelia did. Is I would go with them just long enough to like build up a following, and then if I'm not feeling like I don't really need them or want to deal with them anymore, I would drop them and go indie. After
Yeah.
I got my my following.
I know if I were to ever sign any kind of a contract with an agency, I would want to make sure that I cleared it with like an honest to God lawyer and made sure that
Yeah, for sure.
if like I mean, for
Absolutely.
example, if I joined an agency as Bit, you know that the one thing I would never want the agency to do is to have full uncontrolled like rights to my image
Character, yeah.
and continuously being able to repurpose it for however they want. I especially
Yeah.
wouldn't want them to be able to hold the ownership of this image even after I was gone. Like, no. I would definitely fight for that.
Yeah, it's okay, D'Escalindo. I'm used to it.
Wasn't planning on any racism, Scott. That's a very odd thing to bring up.
That's a bit out of pocket.
Yeah, very out of pocket. No one even said anything about racism. Like, holy fuck. I mean,
Who starts a conversation like that? I just sat down moment.
yeah, right. Just like, oh man. Obviously, like, look. As much as I would love to say that, like, I would like to expect that most of the people that I will run into on the internet will not be racist. I live in a universe where I thought that we were basically outside of that area of possibility. And then pop culture changed my mind on that one, so, You've seen
Unfortunately,
tons
when
of
there
people
are a
that
lot of-
do say so don't do that. I
There
don't
are a
know
lot of
what VTubers you
powerful-
hang around with or the ones that you see, but, like, I'm sure that they're very, like, very niche. Don't worry about it. Like, it's kind of one of those things, like, a VTuber tends to be characterized by a ton of things, but it's not necessarily the thing that characterizes what all VTubers are. That's definitely not one of them. Again, kind of weird that you would just be like, hey, a VTuber, don't be racist. It's like walking up to somebody in Texas and being like, hey, don't be racist against people. What? Just because I'm in Texas doesn't mean I'm racist. What the hell, man? You made a very, very loud assumption on my, on who I was. Take a
Maybe
chill
it's
pill.
less
You literally
influence
don't know
of
who I am.
VTubers and more, maybe it's less influence of VTubers and more just popular streamers in general.
That's true, yeah. Like,
Because a lot of popular streamers I have come to find out are not very, let's just say not very, I don't know.
wholesome,
They're
mature, responsible. Anybody you want to be involved with. But basically, random people on the internet, you shouldn't look at them and be like, hey, that's somebody I can idolize.
Yep.
No, don't do it. I mean, it's fine that you had that as a basic observer, Scott, but I will say, don't just bring that up in random conversation, like, because when you do so, it does kind of, it does sort of hint at the idea that you do believe the possibility is there, and that in and of itself can be kind of, like, it can be kind of insulting to some people if you do that, so, like, you know. Keep that in mind, like, just because you see something that happened one time doesn't mean that's a trend or, like, the status quo. Is not. Get a few more points of data before you start pointing and being like, ah, damn it! This is a thing that happens! No. So you're telling us you're not a blue supremacist? I was thinking about making a joke here, but I'll be real. I'm absolutely not. Dude, holy shit. I love colors. I love, like, you know, people that are of different shades and hues. Holy shit. Dude, could you... I absolutely adore people that are green. Green is beautiful.
So beautiful, in fact, that it's the Persona 6 color.
Persona. It's not easy being green. Fair. Some of them... Firefeed, that is... You're okay. We're starting to dig a hole here. No. Some of my best friends are red. Therefore, I can make a whole bunch of red people joke.
So red in some cases does actually refer to, in some cases, to Native Americans. So maybe don't go
It can
there.
actually. Yeah, that's why I decided not to go with the color red for my joke, because I'm like, no, that actually does have connotations over there.
Yeah, or yellow, which is also sometimes used to refer to Asians.
Crud, sorry. No, it's fine. Look, at the end of the day, like, that's something that you might not have even known, but now you do.
Yeah,
Now you can avoid that in the future. So it's good.
Yeah, it's like how people of African descent are called black. Yeah, sometimes Asians are called yellow, but
Right.
like I think that's less.
Right.
That's not seen as very politically correct now. I think.
Yeah, I don't.
You're not supposed to
I went with
really
green because I'm like, there's not
Yeah.
a single person that I can think of that has the hue of green.
Same with red for Native Americans. I think that's also like a thing we're not really.
Actually, I just realized I offended
Yeah.
every single ogre that exists. Please don't come and kill me, Shrek. Anyone remember reading Rainbow?
I remember reading
Yeah.
Rainbow, mostly the banger theme song.
Yeah. Take a look. It's in a book. LeVar Burton.
And LeVar Burton, yes.
It's a freaking awesome show. I mean, on top of that, LeVar Burton was like an oddly like fixed presence in my life for a certain point. On top of the fact that he was like, you know, the main person who did Reading Rainbow, he was also freaking like Geordie LaForge in Star Trek, which my dad was a huge fan of not only the original series, but like the Next Generation Star Trek. So like,
He
I saw
also
Le-
directed a really, really good Disney Channel movie called Smart House. Which
Oh,
is
yeah, I forgot about
honestly
that.
Probably aged very well because it's about a family that buys a house that is controlled by an AI woman.
I remember that movie. I remember close to nothing about it, but I remember the AI woman was very stalkerish and creepy.
She was played by the actress who plays Leela in Futurama, who is very funny, and I like her a lot.
Oh, that's rad. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Star Trek, I have like the entirety of the motion picture box set, and there was a point where I was thinking about maybe showing some of those movies during our watch parties on the Discord. Problem is, I have zero idea whether or not there would be people within my community that would be interested in that level of nerdiness.
Or more like, I did not direct a Disney Channel movie. The guy we were just talking about. What's his name?
Yeah,
Geordie
yeah,
LaForge.
we were talking about Geordie LaForge.
LeVar Burton. LeVar Burton is the director. of that
LeVar
movie.
Burton, Geordie LaForge, yeah.
Yeah. That's who we were talking about. And, yeah, considering the age of, the average age of your viewers, Bitby, I think a lot of them would go, like, what is Star Trek?
Yep. Well, Star Trek is a normal presence. It's just you got to be really in the know and nerdy to like Star Trek.
Yeah, but like the last time it was in mainstream culture was like what with the J.J. Abrams movies
Yeah,
and how those were
and
like
that was
over
in
10 years ago.
2009.
Yeah, that was 2009. That was.
I
kind of a
know.
long-
I know. Oh man, all y'all don't know
I guess
Spock.
There's been
Grow
like Star
up.
Trek TV. There was like TV shows, I guess. There was like newer TV shows, I guess, but they were all on like streaming services and.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there was like Star Trek Discovery. I've seen a couple. I've seen a little bit of Star Trek Picard, which Picard is actually like really good, like surprisingly good.
The newer shows are okay.
Mhm.
I did hear about there was this short film that released. I don't know when it was. It was fairly recently though, within the last couple years. That was like Spock and Kirk like reuniting, like in the afterlife or something.
Weird.
I don't remember like the entire context of it, but it was like an official short film that was because like according to actual Star Trek lore in canon, they like Kirk dies and then or Spock dies and then they never like
Right. Well, Kirk dies
Something like-
first. Spock
Yeah.
dies next. Actually, Spock dies
Yeah.
second. Look, actually, twice now that I think about it.
yeah Spock dies twice.
What the heck?
uh,
Also, Scott says
then-
500 cigarettes. That's not Star Trek. I don't know if you knew this or not, but that's not Star Trek. That's the Orville, which is actually a show I've watched a couple times, and it's not bad.
That's Seth MacFarlane's like parody of Star Trek.
And what's weird is that it plays Star Trek like a joke, but it's actually freaking good. And like,
I've heard
It
it's
actually-
surprising. I've heard it was surprisingly decent.
well, what's funny is that around the exact same time there was another show, like an actual Star Trek show. I forget what it was called. It was either Star Trek Discovery or was it called The Final Frontier? I don't remember. I think it was Star Trek Discovery. That show was premiering at the same time, and that was getting a whole bunch of criticism for being very not like Star Trek, including there was a lot of like makeup and set designs that people were like, why did you make the Klingons look like that? What the fuck?
Oh, Vin,
Meanwhile,
I have to show you my goat Aurelia Voltaire, who I have been following since like 2006. He is a massive Trekkie, and he has done he's done many songs about Star Trek. He has an album, which is Star Trek and Star Wars theme songs called Bitrektual. It's as amazing as it sounds. And there's also one Doctor Who song on there, because people kept asking him to write a Doctor Who song. But one of the best songs on it is
this guy sounds.
called
This person,
it's called
rather,
the USS
sounds-
Makes Shit Up, and it's literally just him singing about how in Star Trek they make shit up, but it's great.
Yeah. I mean, this person sounds really familiar. I might have heard their stuff already. So
Maybe.
send me a link. I'd be curious to take a look at it. I was hoping you'd get the
Oh, yeah.
reference. I was just saying it. Oh, okay, fair enough. But no, I was like, I've seen a whole bunch of episodes of The Orville, and like, surprisingly, even though it's a parody of Star Trek, they have their own individual story and a bunch of like the characters involved. They're not just like, I mean, they are stereotypes of characters of Star Trek that already exist in Star Trek, but they have their own individual characters and like their own traits and things that make them unique, as well as like massive subplots that actually matter. And I was like, what the hell? Why is this so good?
Yeah, I've seen that too. It's called Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest.
Oh my god, how are you a Star Trek fan and have never seen Galaxy Quest?
I haven't seen Galaxy. I mean, I know
Say
what
it's
Galaxy
like-
Quest
people
is.
say it's like the 5th best Star Trek movie.
I know of Galaxy Quest, but I never saw it.
Oh my god, no, we have to do that for a watch party. You would fucking love it.
Okay. So is that a show or is that a movie?
It's a movie. It's a
Okay.
movie.
Here, let me.
It's basically the
Where's the-
cast of Star Trek, or Galaxy Quest as they call it here. Is kidnapped by aliens to help them fight another alien race because the aliens thought their show was a documentary.
That's great.
And
All right,
it's
I've added
amazing.
Galaxy Quest to the movie pile. By the way, would you guys like to know what the movie pile is?
Yes.
This is a collection of all of the movies that I have not collected, but intend to in the future. And remember, there's a lot of stuff on this list that it's not there because I already have it. Shh.
Yay.
So, on the list here, we have The Wizard of Oz. It's a classic. We gotta watch it at some point. The Spider-Verse movies, which, you know.
I actually haven't seen those, so thank you. I'll finally.
Oh,
stop
the
being,
Spider-Verse, dude!
living under a
I
rock
am.
and see those.
I'm gonna be so much of a fucking nerd when we start watching those, because like, one, it's Spider-Man, and two, they do so many really cool animation tricks that it's gonna be.
Yeah, the only reason I never saw it was because I'm not that interested in Spider-Man. People are like, but it's a good movie on its own. It's like, I know, but I still don't care. The animation's cool, but
Firefee says,
cool,
meanwhile,
but-
me, who knows nothing about Star Trek beyond the memes and the tropes, I somehow lived under a rock throughout a lot of my childhood. Totally fine. There's a lot of... Look, we've made fun of me countless times for being under a rock about a lot of other things. I feel you. You are valid. Oh yeah, Wizard of Waverly Place. That was that one show from Disney.
that
right?
was a bit after my time as far as Disney Channel
Yeah,
stuff. Unfortunately,
that was past my time too, but I know it exists.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay.
I'm on the Wikipedia page for Galaxy Quest. Star Trek fans voted it the seventh best Star Trek film in 2013.
Oh,
It's
hell
like an honorary Star Trek movie.
That's great. All right. Okay, so next thing on the list of movies planned to get, Lord of the Rings. I've seen Lord of the Rings, but I don't own it. And also, God, it's going to be a big fat question mark whether or not we actually, like, I don't know what cut we're going to watch, like the theatrical one or the extended one that, you know, it lasts like 2.5 hours.
No, I don't know about that. Honestly, the one I'd rather watch is the Ralph Bakshi one.
The what now?
The animated one by Ralph Bakshi from the 70s.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that one. You know what? Hold on a second. Lord of the Rings animated. There we go. I'm gonna add that as like another one because I think it would be kind of funny to watch that one too. I got the Naked Gun movies
That's
on
pretty
here.
good.
Yeah, I think it'd be kind of fun to watch those. All right, this is another big fat question mark. Might happen, maybe it won't. The National Lampoon movies.
I've seen Christmas Vacation, but that's the only one I've seen.
Actually, I've never seen the original one, and I have seen the Christmas one, so I'm in the same boat. But I know that they're classics, and I know that they're really good films. Let's see, we got Airplane.
Oh,
I
freaking love Airplane.
I added the Lego Movie because the Lego Movie is actually really good and really well made.
I cried the first time I saw the Lego Movie.
I know,
Like,
right?
Disgusting manly tears, just disgusting amounts of tears.
It's just
from
like,
watching the Lego
oh,
movie.
he needs to learn to play again. He doesn't know how. Hugs. We got How to Train Your Dragon, which I haven't actually sat down to watch
The
How to Train Your
original or
Dragon,
the-
but I know of it
Here's
and
the
I know
thing,
it's
I
good.
actually heard the recent live-action version of How to Train Your Dragon is pretty decent. It's better
Right.
than any of the Disney live-action remakes.
I was about to say, because it's not Disney.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, there's actual care put into it.
Actually do something with it. It's not just the same movie again, but in live action and worse.
Mhm. All right, I got a couple of Jim Carrey movies on the list here. They're not heavy hitters or anything, but I love Jim Carrey, and you know, it's something that I kind of thought we could consider.
Truman Show. Truman Show. Truman Show.
That's not on the movies to get list.
Come on.
Because I have it.
Oh, okay.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Okay,
All right.
that's fine.
Anyway, so one of the movies is Liar Liar. I love that movie. I'm
I've
sorry.
not seen that movie in a very long time.
It's so goofy and stupid, but I love it so much. Oh, there's a Kyle in here.
Uh-oh. I ended up in here again.
Ah, where the heck did you spawn from?
Nowhere in particular. We won't get into that.
I thought it was. I figured you would have said like my parents. Where do you think I came from?
Something, the fifth realm of chaos, something. Yeah, I won't get into details.
Oh, Cthulhu. Either that or like, you know, the Hellmouth or like the you know, the portal that comes from Warhammer 40K that just unleashes the evils.
The Eye of Terror.
Yeah, the Eye of Terror, that one.
I didn't know you were also an Eldritch Abomination, Kyle.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
were the last-
mean,
you were the
definitely
last
not.
I mean, do you see this guy?
guy. True.
Am I evil? Yes, I am.
But what you been up to, Kyle? Anything?
Oh, playing a hell of a lot of Valheim.
I saw you playing that earlier. How's that going?
Yeah, going pretty good.
Mhm.
Going punchy.
Nice. As
Spawned
of
into the
recently,
world, beat a boar to death with my fists, and decided, you know what? I want to do this for the whole game. So I am our brawler.
this reminds me of like World of Warcraft, where like a big part of the game is just going into the woods and slaughtering like low-level monsters for like 12 hours.
Oh, but I gotta show you, Blake Jennings, World of War Crimes of World of Warcraft. The World of Warcraft crimes, if you will. It's I as someone who knows nothing about WoW, it was very informative and very fun.
The World of War Crimes, that's great.
That's great.
I know that. Oh, I see the thing you posted me 9 minutes ago. The USS makes shit up.
Oh, it's so good. You'll love this.
Bitextual, and then there's just a picture of
Yep, it's
Is that Sulu?
it's just a guy in stormtrooper armor making out with a dude in a Star Trek uniform.
I am deadly certain that the Star Trek uniformed guy is Sulu. And if it's not, it should be, because that would be really fucking canon.
Speaking
anyway.
of starships.
What now?
Speaking of starships, did you see their roadmap out, or Helldivers 2 roadmap outline for the summer?
Okay, what do they got?
They want to add new ships.
Mm.
Neat.
Well, actually, wait a second. Helldivers ships. So you mean just like the entirety of the layout of where you spawn from?
Yup.
Yo, that's freaking cool.
You
I'm
get
getting really sick and
something that
tired of the
isn't a
same.
Super Destroyer.
I'm getting really sick and tired of the exact same, like, you know, destroyer layout every single time you join up with friends. We're just
They are going to have different buffs and negatives to various stratagems. I mean, you know, maybe, probably. This is just what I foresee.
interesting. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'd be fine with it if it's just cosmetic.
I can't comment, but I have heard it's a good game.
I've played Helldivers 2. It's pretty fun. Though I know a lot of people that they don't really like it because the entire point of Helldivers 2 is that you are playing as the villain, basically.
Yes.
And you are essentially space Nazis.
Yup.
And I get it. Yeah,
Awkward.
point. You're the bad guy. You're the one that's storming into people's territory and eradicating them for
People's
Super Earth.
territory. I'll have you know that belonged to Super Earth long before they settled.
Oh yes, and we claiming it for democracy. Yes, understood.
Don't have to claim it. It was already ours.
It was by the power of democracy. Yeah, no. And I know there's a lot of people that they're sensitive about that particular ideal, so they're pointing fingers and being like, I don't feel like it. And I get
That's fair.
totally fine.
I like a game when you can be the villain, but I see it's not appealing. That's not universally appealing.
Liberty!
Firefee sent this in the chat. I'm sorry, I actually have that. I have that blocked, but just to let people know what it said, Firefee said, No, you aren't space Nazis. You are space super Democrats, and super Democrats cannot be Nazis. I have a bunch of election-based words just like permanently blocked because, quite frankly, I don't want anyone jumping into my chat room and just being like, "Hey, what do you think about this collection?" And I'm just like, "Go away." I literally did. I had one stream one time where somebody jumped in really early into my stream career where I was just playing a random freaking game, nothing to do with politics whatsoever. And somebody jumped in and was just like, "Hey, what do you do? Whatever you do, don't vote for insert politician here in the next election." And I'm like, I mean, first of all, I didn't answer to that. And then they followed it up with just being like, "You have no idea how much they're gonna fuck up by becoming president." And I just like, I blocked them. And I'm like, all right.
Wow,
lesson
thanks
learned.
for your opinion, buddy. Let me mute you.
Yeah, it's like, okay, goodbye.
Like protesting outside the Congress building or something instead of some random stream.
Right, like, what are you doing coming into this random stream where I'm playing a silly little mobile game? Fuck off.
I didn't come here to
Also,
talk about
Firefee, I wish
politics.
you
I
were
came
there
here to play
for
stupid
Your
games.
comment,
Right.
I
And
love
also-
the concept of this horrifying eldritch abomination having the most normal name possible. We have Cthulhu, Yogg-Sothoth, and then we have Kyle. You should have been there for last year when Bit and I played Sam and Max the Devil's Playhouse, because in that game, Yogg-Sothoth canonically has a grandson just named Junior.
Yeah, right. I miss Junior. That was a fun
I miss him
game.
too. I miss my grandbaby.
Wait, are you actually Canadian? No. Wait, are you asking somebody else? Like Firefee? I have no idea. I'm not Canadian. I'm a Midwest guy. Which encompasses the entirety of basically Central America, so
Yee.
good luck with that
I
info.
wish I was Canadian. Because
I
I'm currently
wish,
being
yeah,
mentored
I'd love
by
to
a
get the hell outta
Canadian,
here.
and he's like, you would have so many for job opportunities if you came up and moved to Toronto. And I'm like, bro, I wish I could.
Dude, you know how many job opportunities there are for voice actors up in Toronto?
I've heard, yeah, Canada's like big in the voice acting.
Like, holy
Because
fuck.
a lot of my favorite voice actors are Canadian.
Well, apparently Easterby is one, and it's pretty nice. What sucks is that, like, no matter where you move, like, you know, whether I live in the United States or if I move up to Canada, I mean, as much as I'd like to think that I'm going to be separated from all of the bullcrap happening in the United States and all of its, like, I don't want to get too political here, but, like, its economy and the way that it works kind of influences literally every other country that is currently out there, so...
Yeah.
So does China.
No matter what you do, you're going to deal with, you know, our stupid policies and our stupid decisions. Firefee says, I'm not, but I would find that possibility hilarious. Somebody showing up, being very political about America, and then just getting hit with, I do not live in America, dude. Well, here's a funny little thought for you. I have seen a couple of times where, and usually this is people that are over in Twitter because Twitter is filled with geniuses. I saw a couple of people that, like, they are heavy on the side of one particular candidate that a lot of people are not a gigantic fan of right now. Just gonna say that. But they're like, they're hum-ho American, waving the American flag, and basically just being super racist and all of that jazz, and, like, you know, trying to lift up these things. Meanwhile, people actually looked at where they're located. They're in Australia.
Yeah,
And
that's
you're like,
right.
What?
you have no say in this. Fuck off. It reminds me of a lot of people that were like, you know, that there's that one time when the new mayor of New York, trying to remember his name, fuck, you know who he is. I think it's Zoran or something. Anyway, Mamdani. He ended up becoming the mayor of New York, and there were a bunch of people all around the United States that were just like, not my mayor.
You don't live in New York.
Correct. You got it right.
True, because you don't live in New York.
Here's a silver trophy. I filled it with diarrhea. It's like, what are you doing? Why? You're making zero sense. You're just saying things because you want to be angry.
I mean, you could be angry for your friends that live in New York or something, but...
I guess, but it's just like, come on, man. Let your friends make the angry social media post and then share it. Don't jump into social media and be angry just to buff up a bunch of bigots as like... Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're just trying to buff up the numbers of everybody that's just being negative about it. Like, shush up. I know how this little song and dance works. Anyway, I'm sick of the politics. Let's get off of that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some more movies that I have on my plan to get list, which it is huge. Now again, we talked about Liar Liar. One movie that is a really big fat question mark. We're gonna have to run this on a day where we're just not feeling like anything else. Bruce Almighty. I wouldn't call it a great movie.
I liked that one when I was younger. Revisiting it, I think it's kind of mid.
It's mid. It is a very mid movie. I think it's got really good sight gags, but I do feel like the movie, it does that whole thing where, it's a comedy, but then it gets way too serious about what it's like moral of the story is. And it's just, yeah. Although I do find it funny that a big, like, the big part about the plot of the movie is that, Jim Carrey is a news anchor that is known as being sort of like the joke of the news station and isn't taken seriously. And then he proceeds to become God, and then he pulls the strings and starts becoming this super serious, powerful person. And then he later learns that, like, wait, maybe there was value for me being a jokester. Maybe it's okay to be a clown because the world needs its clowns. And I find it funny that was the plot of Bruce Almighty, and Jim Carrey, like, really had a stint there where he went through that phase. Where he was like, I try so hard to get into movies that are serious, and I try to showcase that I am a serious, real actor, and yet everyone hires me to be another Ace Ventura. Like,
yeah, I have read stuff about that. It is very kind of sad. He struggled with depression for quite a while, related to that.
God, I want to give that guy a hug.
Same. And ask him if he'll make out with Agent Stone in the next Sonic movie.
Yes, please. Please do. Also, I'm not going to say whether or not I've picked up the Sonic movies or not, but I will say I might have seen some special features where I watched him directly having conversations with interviewers about the role of being Dr. Eggman. He is so passionate about that role.
He really, really is, and that's why I love it.
Shit.
Honestly, the more the Sonic movies went on, the more Jim's Robotnik Eggman became my favorite incarnation of the character.
How the hell do you go into, like, deep retirement and basically feel, like, somber about your relationship as an actor and then get dragged back into it by Sonic the Hedgehog, of all things? How did this happen? I don't... It's a miracle, honestly. It's amazing. I'm happy it happened, but wow. I was thinking it was going to be something else, but not this.
Well, I'm glad, because those movies are like the only thing he does anymore. And the whole reason Sonic 3 spoilers, but that movie's like 3 years old now, so if you haven't seen it yet, I'm sorry. The whole reason why they ambiguously kill off Eggman at the end of Sonic 3 is because they're like, they weren't sure if Jim wanted to come back, because he like kind of wants to retire. So they're like, we're gonna finish Eggman's arc here, and if Jim wants to come back, we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
But yeah, they basically gave him an out. It's like, you want to be, we're gonna keep making these movies because they're making us money, but
If
if
he wants to come back, we'll make a cloning machine.
Out, here's your out.
Yeah.
And then he said, and then like after a couple weeks later, after Sonic 3 came out, he's like, yeah, I'm down to do 4. So it's like, dude.
Yeah. I mean, look, like, I'm so happy that Jim can kind of bookend his entire career off of something that not only is like a really good role, something that he can make a heck of a lot of money for, but something that he can be proud of at the exact same time. Like, I can't ask for a better thing for an actor that I have loved all my life. So
Yeah. Somehow Eggman returned.
to somehow Eggman.
I mean, so Shadow also survives, because the end of the movie is Robotnik and Shadow trying to stop the Ark from exploding and taking out Earth with it. And Shadow, we see in the post-credit sequence that Shadow survived. Because of course. So it's completely realistic to think that Eggman survived too.
Oh yeah.
It's just whether or not
It's a question of like, what portal opened up that allowed him to escape?
Chaos Control.
Yes.
Obviously.
The character whose video
Chaos
game...
Control! Dude, Shadow saving Eggman in like a last ditch effort, being like, well, I don't want you to die.
The character
I'm
who
guessing
was
he just
revealed
Chaos
was a
Controlled
pump action
both of them out of
M16.
there in time before the arc, before it's not the Space Colony arc, it's just the Eclipse Cannon.
What'd you say, Kyle?
But
Ah, yes, the character whose video game debut involved him using a pump action M16.
Actually, that's not true.
Oh, really?
No, Shadow the Hedgehog was actually
Shadow was in Sonic Adventure 2, which is the game that Sonic 3 basically adapts.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking? There was a big first for him in that video game that I'm thinking of. I can't remember what it was.
Shadow did get his own game a couple of years later, where the story behind that's kind of funny. So apparently for many, many years, people were actually suggesting and asking Sega, hey, Sonic should use a gun.
And they're like, we can't
Sega
hand
were like, no.
our funny.
High? Are you crazy? What's wrong with you? But then Shadow became really popular after Sonic Adventure 2, and then they were like, you know what? Sonic wouldn't use a gun, but Shadow might, because he's a total edgelord. So let's make a game about Shadow, because people like him, and then we can make Sonic with guns, because people apparently want Sonic with guns. And they made it, and it wasn't that good, but I still played it and loved it.
It kind of reminds me of like the Yakuza games where they've got Kiryu, and they're like, oh no, Kiryu is such a soft soul. He wouldn't do something evil. He wouldn't punch like a woman or anything. He is such a supportive character. We can't make him do something bad. Meanwhile, you got frickin' like Majima, who's just like, I'm completely insane and I'm gonna cut you. And everyone is just like,
I don't think Sonic himself says damn in Sonic's game. I think it's just Shadow that swears. And it's so funny. It's just thought it's like he sounds like a 13-year-old who just learned that swear words exist.
I love the idea of Sonic swearing though. Just like, fuck. Either that, or something more filled out. Just being like, Robotnik is up to his bad deeds again. Oh, holy shit!
Speaking of which, the actual director of all the Sonic movies, Jeff Fowler, that was one of his first. He's a VFX artist by trade before he became a director. And one of his first VFX jobs was actually doing animation and cutscene animation for Shadow the Hedgehog, the game.
Yo!
So...
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
You got banned from an Overwatch competition because you lost connection to the game server. Yeah, that happens.
Sonic says, "Damn, they got away." Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Damn, they got away. Oh yeah, right. I forgot about that. Man, you know, it really sucks that like technically the rules are the rules, and they're just like, oh, you don't have a good internet connection, or oh, our servers blipped for a second. Screw you, kid. Yeah, that's basically their response. All right.
Yep, they are unforgiving.
Let's get back to the list of movies here. I'm thinking about taking this movie off the list just because the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't think this film aged very well. Anchorman.
I have not seen
right.
Anchorman in so long. I only remember the bits that everybody remembers.
I remember
I
it
don't
was funny.
remember the rest of the movie.
I liked Brick Tamblyn in the movie just because he was a complete idiot, and I love complete idiots in movies. But like, I don't know. I'm not sure about that one because there was some stuff. I mean, it's a period piece that takes place in like the 70s, so like
It's the
by
70s,
extension,
yeah, and the point of the movie is pointing out that men were stupid and misogynistic in the 70s.
right?
Like, that's kind of the point. It's kind of making fun of problematic people, but yeah.
And that's why I say, like, there's a chance that I might end up running the film. I definitely don't feel like watching Anchorman 2 just because it's kind of just more of the same. Except, I think there's a new issue. I think the Anchorman 2, I think it covers, like, racism too at some point. Being like, oh, well, this was also back then when people didn't respect people's race as well. It's just like, how many times are we going to pull that trope of, like, it was the olden times? Or at least I think that's the case of what it was. But
Yeah,
Anyway.
the problem is sometimes you walk a fine line with those kinds of things, and sometimes I will say, there was a movie I watched recently, a slightly older comedy, also from like the 2000s, Tropic Thunder.
oh shit.
I will say, I think what that movie is trying to say and is going for, I think it does it well. I just think it wouldn't be well received by today's climate
Probably not.
through no fault of its own.
I mean, you know,
Because I think what was trying to do, what it's basically trying to say is, hey, making fun of disabled people, things that are bad, among the things that are bad in Hollywood, two of them are making fun of disabled people and blackface. Those are bad. But
right. And you have Robert Downey Jr. in very finely crafted blackface. Like,
for the
it's-
for the purpose of pointing out that this is wrong and bad, don't do this.
yeah. How many times are you going to teach us this
yeah,
lesson, old man? Back in my day, if two men kissed, they'd be kicked in the nuts. Anchorman 3. In an alternate timeline. That's true. Anyway, God, Tropic Thunder.
The movie has no very noble intentions, and I think it does succeed in what it's trying to say, but I think by today's standards, people just be like, just don't go there.
Yeah.
Just don't.
I think I do believe that if there is criticism and like, you know, if a movie is trying to bring up a subject to be critical about said subject, it should be allowed to be critical about said subject. So
I agree.
to not allow that is basically just, you know, censoring the topic and censoring the idea of talking about it, and that's not right either.
Yeah, I agree.
Though I will say it does rub off a little bit the wrong way when you talk about it in like a comedy context. Because once you're doing that, you run like a very risky situation where you might slip into making the discussion about the topic a joke.
Yeah.
That could become a problem. Like,
I do think comedy
teaching
is
her in
important. Comedy and satire is important types of commentary and ways to examine something and look at, say, something as like bad or stupid, and we should look at this in a particular way, like kind of looking at something and saying how bad and ridiculous it is.
Yeah, you
Which
need
is
to
why
make jokes about the discussion, but not make the discussion a joke, right? Like you need to ask the question of who's the butt of the joke here. Is it the person involved with the joke, or is it the situation of the joke?
Yeah.
That's an important Speaking of which, random aside, we were talking about the Amazing Digital Circus and how they're currently pulling like probably at this point $8 million.
Oh yeah. Crazy.
I mean, while Disney's only pulling 1 million, haha, fuck you.
Getting bogged by the Backrooms and Digital Circus is amazing. It's like the only good thing about this timeline.
Right. Yeah, that's good. Meanwhile, there's another movie that I actually didn't know was released, and it's a new Scary Movie. Which, by the way,
Oh yeah, they rebooted Scary Movie.
those movies
I don't know what to think about that.
a complete annex from any of watching those movies. Because, like, one, they didn't age
really
well.
not that good.
One, they didn't age well. Two, they weren't really good to begin with. Three, like, they're kind of like bad taste now. But
I
apparently,
heard you like watching scary YouTube videos.
yuck. That's a line they would use in the new Scary Movie. Like, not gonna lie. But actually, so the reason why I heard about that was that, Easy says they're not even scary. That's the entire point, actually.
Well, that's the point. It's a satire.
Yeah, the point of scary movies is that they're supposed to be a satire and making fun of the trope of scary movies. And back in the
First one
day,
was specifically a parody of Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer. So it was parodying 2 horror movies specifically.
and if I could give Scary Movie any credit whatsoever, is that the first, I'm going to say 2 and kind of 3 movies actually kind of succeeded in what they were trying to do, which was...
Yeah, they were making fun of specific horror movies. One of them, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3, they make fun of Signs.
That was the third movie.
That was the third one, yeah. So it's like they were actually parodying specific movies.
Mm-hmm.
It might not have been good satire, but it had like a purpose. It had like a point. It had like something that it was trying to do. And then, we got the era of the movies, which were just the aimless.
Yep.
We're making references because people think that's funny for some reason, and it's just stupid and terrible.
This is actually a really good way to punctuate our previous point about like responsibly making jokes. Because with the movies. Well, let's start with Scary Movie. With the Scary Movie movies, they actually did do a pretty good job of not only referencing the tropes, but also criticizing the tropes, while also simultaneously making jokes based around those tropes. I would say the first and the second movie, while they did a lot of stupid shit, they did do a good job from a lot of things, like from a lot of different perspectives. And even the third one, though the third one was starting to slip a little bit, they did still have a little bit of the magic of, we're parodying scary movies and we can do a decent job at it. It was when they started moving in the direction of making that one parody movie of 300. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
Once they started making
Meet the
those, where
Spartans
the entire point of the joke
They were trying
was
to parody 300 and Meet the Parents, and it's just like, why?
right.
Why those two? Those have nothing to do with each other.
I don't know.
I
And
guess
then they-
maybe that was part of the joke, but like, I didn't get it. No, but this is a joke no one understands.
No, it's like a lot of people make fun of Family Guy for being, let's take these two concepts, throw them in a blender, and see what the hell happens.
Yeah,
This
it
is
was
basically
it
what
was
they
just
were
a
doing.
Family Guy cutaway gag as an entire movie, and it just like, why would you make this?
Yeah.
Does anybody
Like,
else
it's just-
remember Epic Movie?
Yeah. I do remember Epic Movie. I never watched it, but I remember seeing the previews and being like, when a movie trailer comes out and you're supposed to be a comedy, and I'm sitting there watching the trailer and cringing inward on myself, you've done a bad job.
Yeah, it was pretty cringe.
Doug Walker has a pretty good review of it. He's like, this is the worst of the movies. It has no plot. It's just a bunch of stupid scenes that don't make any sense.
This is worse than that time my mother-in-law kicked me into a really big pit. This is Spark Up! Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
But yeah, no, that's an example of a movie that is making jokes at the expense of the original medium without actually making a point. They're just like, haha, this exists. Anyway, here's the next joke. And yeah, I'm not a gigantic fan of that. What the hell were we even talking about before we got into this?
I don't know, movies in general.
I'm not sure.
Satires.
We were talking about
Also,
scary
I think
movie.
more on your list was Airplane. Bit, you should also add the Naked Gun. Any of them.
Oh, I do.
They're all
I yeah. Before
Yes.
before we
Even the
said
recent one was
Airplane.
really good. I really like the recent one too.
Yeah, 3 listings
Naked
up.
Gun.
I said Naked Gun movies.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wonder how did the original Naked? Okay, wait, the remaster, like the new Naked Gun movie. How did that do? Is that any good?
Oh, it did, but I saw it. It was really funny. It's they understood what made the original they understood the style of the original and just made another one.
Awesome.
It's very true to the cause what happened was that was around the time I had surgery it came out around the time I had surgery last year. So while I was stuck in bed and not having much to do, besides, watch TV and movies while I'm recovering from surgery, is I watched all 3 of the Naked Gun movies on, I think it was Paramount Plus or something like that. And I'm like, these are really funny. And there was then the new one came out, and my dad and I went to see it because he also liked them, and we were like, yeah, it's funny. They thought they were like, these movies are funny. We get what makes them funny. Let's make another one.
Here's some movies that I want to add here. Random thing that I just thought about, but it's based on the fact that I saw some movies recently too, and I think these are films that I'd love to show in the server at some point. How do we feel about watching the original 90s Mortal Kombat films?
Oh,
I
dear.
don't know.
You don't know?
I don't care.
You don't care?
Yeah.
I'm gonna add them. I'm gonna add Mortal Kombat, and possibly because I remember watching this one when I was younger. I'm gonna say Mortal Kombat. I think it's called Annihilation, if I remember right.
Yeah, Annihilation.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
The first one was known as being actually really decent. The second one, a lot of people have criticized and, like, in retrospect, been like, "This is not a really good movie."
Yeah.
You keep saying we.
What?
You keep saying we.
We? As in?
Yeah.
Also, Fire Fee, yeah, that's exactly.
the
It's
next
really
movie
special
we
when
are going
grab
to
tonight,
watch?
be able to the old stuff, understand the assignment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is exactly what
I
it
mean,
is.
as in we, as in the watch party group. I don't mean if you don't want to be there, that's totally fine.
What's a watch party?
Oh, dude, I've been doing like our server Discord watch parties for the last I want to say 4 months now.
Oh,
5.
dear.
I've been
been
doing
out
them
of
over in the public Discord, usually around Friday at 7 o'clock. And it's just a random movie that I go, I feel like watching this. Guys, want to join?
Huh. Okay.
I don't know how you missed that, Kyle. He makes announcements about it every week.
I somehow miss it.
I'm gonna make the assumption you've probably muted the public server.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Sorry.
There's a lot of notifications. All right.
Well,
Well,
I've never cared about Mortal Kombat in any capacity, so I have no opinion on that. Sorry.
that's fair.
Although back to Naked Gun for a second. A lot of people don't know this, but Naked Gun was actually based on a TV show that only lasted 6 episodes called Police Squad, and those 6 episodes of Police Squad are equally hilarious and great.
Oh yeah,
So if
I forgot.
If you've
Police
seen all the
Squad.
Naked Gun movies and want more content, there is the 6 episodes of Police Squad that are very much worth watching.
Ooh. So here, on top of watching the original 90s Mortal Kombat movies, I am interested in watching the 2021 new movie that came out. And initially, I was kind of meh on the idea of watching that, But then I went to the theaters not too long ago and I saw Mortal Kombat 2. It's fucking awesome. Like, if you
Is
are
that
a fan of
sequel
Mortal
to the
Kombat,
90s one?
what now?
I've been meaning to ask, like, is that a sequel to the one from the 90s, or is it like is there a more recent Mortal Kombat series of movies that I
they're
didn't
not-
know about?
They're a complete reboot of the entire like movie franchise for Mortal Kombat. And like, I don't think they don't do a heck of a lot of referencing to the original movies. It really is kind of just, hey, we want to make more Mortal Kombat movies, but with way better visuals and way better choreography, and we want to make it look and feel a hell of a lot more like the movie, like the video games rather. It's kind of it. And
Okay.
I haven't seen the first one that they made because I was like, I remember the 90s ones, and if they, if it's anything like those, I don't know if it's going to work very well now. Apparently, according to reviews, it's actually really good. And then I went and saw Mortal Kombat 2 in theaters. The first movie was set up to kind of get everybody ready for the big Mortal Kombat tournament, which is going to be the big event that is going to decide the fate of the entirety of the Earth. The second movie is the tournament. And the tournament is so fun.
Cool. I would
You
not
watch.
expect Mortal Kombat of all things to be another of the, hey, we getting more good video game movies lately. Here's one of them. That's unexpected, but cool.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I did see it when I saw Backrooms. There was a trailer there was a new Resident Evil movie in the works.
Oh, yeah.
It actually
I saw,
looks really good.
I saw that too. And
Looks really good.
looks pretty gnarly. Like,
Yeah.
holy shit. The bodies and the blood falling from the sky. Wow.
See you later, Firefee. Okay, thanks for dropping by.
Oh, thanks for jumping in. I appreciate it. Thanks for chatting. It's been fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really know much about Resident Evil. I kind of just have like surface level knowledge of it.
I know a little
But
bit.
the new movie does look really good.
What's curious for me is that I know some of the bits and pieces for Resident Evil, and I don't recognize the protagonist in the trailer for the new Resident Evil. So
I
like,
think it's I think it's a standalone thing.
that's what I'm thinking.
Because
Is like,
the original series of Resident Evil movies that we had a long time ago was kind of they took place in the same universe, but it was like different story and characters. So I think that's what they're going for here with the new series, the new movie too.
Right. I mean, I would argue that the original Resident Evil movies that came out a while back they stuck very close to the source material. Had their own little bits of spice just because, each director's going to have their own ideas that are unique and weird. But visually and like thematically, it actually does fit Resident Evil as a series pretty good.
Yeah, that's why those movies there were a bunch of them, and they did have a following, because they were like not objectively the best action movies, but like they got the vibe of Resident Evil, so they felt like an extension of a decent extension of the franchise. So
I seem to remember, wasn't there a thing where the director of those movies had a relationship with one, like basically like the main chick protagonist, and like,
I don't know.
and then the series spun off into this entire other like crazy post-apocalyptic subplot that specifically starred her as like a Mary Sue that could not be beaten.
Yeah, kind of like, yes, the main character of the Resident Evil movies is not from any of the games.
Mhm.
So
Well,
she's
it's
just
curious.
like the protagonist of those movies.
You do wonder if you're going to see anybody from the games show up, though.
Huh.
Meanwhile, Resident Evil, that they follow a new protagonist. Meanwhile, every time you see a Mortal Kombat movie, you're like, oh yeah, I know every single one of these fighters. Sweet.
Yeah, that's kind of the point with those.
Speaking of movies that are going to be coming up very soon that have something to do with a video game, Street Fighter.
Oh, yeah,
Did
there
you
is
see
a
the-
new Street Fighter movie in the works.
Yeah, did you see
Yeah, they
the
made Mortal
preview
Kombat
for Street
work.
Fighter,
Oh, yeah.
though? Did you see the preview for Street Fighter though?
I saw I saw like they announced the casting, and I'm like, oh yeah, this fits.
When I went, funny enough, when I went to see Mortal Kombat, I saw the trailer for Street Fighter before the film started, and I'm like, this is the funniest advertising ever, because these two franchises have been duking it out since the 80s. So it's so funny to just be like, hey, we ain't done yet. Here's our movie. I saw the preview of that. Holy shit. It looks good, first of all. And second of all, aesthetically, this movie feels so late 80s. Like, it has so much arcade trope to it. It's like really neon, really colorful, and it's got like so much of that, like, you know, silly sort of cheesy acting, but not in a way that makes it unbelievable. Like, they've hit a really interesting marriage of like themes and like feels, and I think it's actually going to be really good.
I bet it is. I feel like we're finally in the era where directors who played the games are old. We're in the era where people who played these games are now old enough to be directing these movies, and they understand the assignment. That's how we got the Sonic movies. I really like Detective. It came out a while ago, but I did like Detective Pikachu.
You know what? Hold on a second.
It's
Detective
kind of strange
Pikachu.
to me that Detective Pikachu was just kind of a one and done thing, and they didn't make more like Pokemon movies like that afterward.
I've added Detective
Maybe
Pikachu
in
to our
the future,
list,
but
by the way.
I was surprised that was just kind of a one and done thing because it was really good. And
I'm still
now
of
we
the
got-
I'm still of the opinion that Danny DeVito had to be Pikachu, and it's unfortunate that it didn't happen.
I mean, Ryan Reynolds was the next best option. clearly.
It's fine. It does the job perfectly fine. I just wanted to hear like, "Hey, Pika Pika, what?" Was you? Do you want an egg in these trying times?
Lorax again.
I am the Lorax. I choose Thunderbolt. All right. I've added Detective Pikachu to our list.
What else? Yeah.
All right. So the next thing that's on the list here is Little Shop of Horrors.
Yay!
We discussed that a
My
little bit
favorite
earlier,
live-action
and yeah.
movie.
I've seen the stage play for Little Shop of Horrors. I have not actively sat down and watched the film.
You got the director's cut, right?
Keep in mind, this is a series of movies that I have not picked up. So when I
okay. When you get Little Shop of
I
Horrors,
do
get
need
the
to pick
director's
up the
cut.
version that has the director's cut.
Yeah, get the director's cut. Because the theatrical cut is different, has a different ending from the stage show, and it's not as good.
Okay.
It was test audience. It's another proof that test audiences are the worst, and you should never listen to them, because the test audiences saw the movie, and it had the ending of the stage show. It ends the same way it ends the stage show originally, and then test audiences hated that because it's a horror comedy and it does not have a happy ending, but it's very, it's funny.
Well,
It's not actually sad because it's funny.
Well, that's the curious thing, because
You
I
can't take
saw
it
the stage
seriously
show
enough
and
to
like,
actually be sad that the bad guy wins, basically. Especially
Yeah.
when the bad guy is that awesome.
that's what bothered me when I
so,
heard that apparently it doesn't end the same way. I'm like, what do you mean? The plant wins. That's how it works.
It's not was the case for the movie for like 30 years.
What the fuck?
They changed the ending because test audiences hated it and they wanted Seymour to win. So that was the theatrical ending for a while, but then 2012, I think it was, they finally released the director's cut, which has the original ending. That's the same ending as the stage show, and it's glorious. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Gosh darn protagonists. We want
I
him
know,
to win.
it makes me so upset because that is like one of the few movies where I love the villain and the villain wins.
Mm-hmm. All right, next movie on the list. This is a movie that I don't even need to go out and purchase. The Thief and the Cobbler.
Oh yeah, the recobble cut
Mhm.
is free.
Totally, it is available. We could literally watch it at any time if we wanted to. And I think it'd be an interesting thing to watch just from a history perspective. Next movie here is 9.
Oh, this
Ooh, that's a good one.
2009 animated film, right?
Yep.
That's
one that
love
I
that
saw
movie. It's so
previews for it
interesting.
and then never thought about it ever again. So
It's such
Saw
an
it
interesting
once.
movie. I'm so sad that it was only it wasn't super successful. It was just it did okay, but it wasn't it didn't make the money the studio wanted, so we didn't get more movies like it. But it's a PG-13 animated action horror film. It's
And
really
it's got
good.
Elijah Wood as its voice
And it's
actor.
got it's got Elijah Wood, it's got Christopher Plummer, it's got a lot of great actors. Yeah, it was released in 2009, and one of the marketing gimmicks was it released on September 9th, 2009, 999.
yeah, I remember that.
And I tried to see it in the theater 9 times. I was not successful. I saw it about 4 times.
Darn.
I watched it, then I forgot about it. Then Gmod at Box 9 reminded me of it, and then I forgot about it, and now you just mentioned it, so now I remembered it.
It's weird how pop culture do that.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
Illumination happened a couple of years later, and then we couldn't get at least the sort of stuff, the thing that 9 is something that's pretty much just the indie animation space now. Basically, Knights of Guinevere and 9 are kind of in the same camp, I feel like. So we did get the sort of successors to that style and that type of film, but it just took a while, and they had
Kind
to
of
be on
right
the
about
internet.
that, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
Knights of Guinevere has got a lot of
it's a sci-fi horror. It's a sci-fi horror.
sci-fi
So is 9.
apocalyptic horror
So is
elements
9.
to it. So,
Yeah.
Except more in 2D animated form.
Yeah, yeah.
3D animation was really ambitious and really interesting at the late 2000s.
Yeah, it was based on the director's short film. It started as a short film that the director made, and then somebody was like, "Let's make this a whole movie."
They're like, "Hey, this is good. Let's do the whole thing." And
Yeah.
honestly, I like that.
Again, it's just shame that it was only sort of it just did okay. It wasn't a box office bomb, thankfully. It just didn't make crazy. It just didn't make a lot. I think the studio took the director and his short film were like, oh, this is so new and revolutionary, and this is gonna make a lot of money. We're gonna do something new and different by making this more adult kind of animated movie, and which was a great idea. It's just not the kind of thing that had a lot of mainstream appeal, sadly.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of movies that they don't do well in the box office, but then 10 years down the line they become cult classics.
Yeah,
and suddenly
it had a
everyone
cult
talks about it.
following from the moment it came out. It was just the kind of movie just destined to be a cult classic, unfortunately, because that kind of thing is not mainstream, sadly. But
Yeah.
and like I said, it didn't, because it wasn't a kind of mainstream thing. It took a while for us to get more stuff kind of like that, but we are getting it now, thankfully.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the next thing. Okay. Let's just go ahead and smack these all out at once here. I've got a gigantic Hayao Miyazaki list here
Oh yeah, the
because
Ghibli.
everybody wants all all the Ghibli films and stuff. And on that list is the girl who left her time. That's not Miyazaki.
That's not Ghibli. That is
that's
Mamoru
something
Hosoda. That is Mamoru Hosoda, who was my favorite Japanese animation movie director. He put on that list Summer Wars. I love that movie.
I will put it right here. Summer Wars. Okay.
It is by the same director as The Girl Who Left Through Time. And it is really great because it is based on... So Mamoru Hosoda, one of his first gigs in doing anime and animation was he was a director for the Digimon anime and the Digimon franchise in general.
Right.
And he made a Digimon OVA, basically a 45-minute movie, called Our War Game.
Yep.
And that was one of the 3 OVAs that they chopped up and made into the American Digimon, the movie, the English dub version. But the movie, but Our War Game itself is just a 45-minute It's like a 45-minute movie. So he really liked that movie because he made it, and is like, this is cool. But it's only 45 minutes, and also it has Digimon. I felt like if it didn't have Digimon, which is not a thing that I own, and was longer and more fleshed out, I could make it even better. So that's what he did. Summer
Yep.
Wars is his own. The original characters do not steal. These are totally not Digimon. These are my own original characters. Remake of our war game.
As long as he's not Ken Pendersing it, it's fine.
No, it's like instead of the digital world with the Digimon, you have like a cyberspace virtual reality social media conglomerate that gets attacked by a virus. And it's the same plot and like the same story. It just doesn't involve Digimon. It just involves a generic like social media virtual world where everybody does everything online. And the movie kind of proves why that's a bad thing.
Boy, I can't imagine why that would be a problem in this day and age. Yeah.
It was actually very ahead of its time. That movie came out in 2010, so it kind of predicted a lot of the hey, maybe we shouldn't let AI run stuff like this. And
Well,
like,
it's funny the
computers
kind of
do
like
literally everything.
the kind of things that you saw in like Black Mirror that were like in season 1 are like you can see a handful of things from that season that are happening now, and it's just like, wow, we've learned nothing.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah, I actually did a when I was in college, I took a class. I had to take some like English classes were required, even though it was an art school. I was still required to take some English classes. But thankfully, because it was an art school, they offered some really cool like English class electives, and one of them was a class called called Classics of Science Fiction. So that was a really cool class because all we did was read books and watch movies. The first day of class, we watched Star Wars: A New Hope, the original from the 70s, which I had actually never seen up to that point because I'm a loser. So that was when your first day of class is just watching Star Wars, you know it's going to be a good class. And it was very good. I enjoyed it a lot. But at one point we had to read a book that I found very triggering because of some personal trauma, unfortunately. When I explained that to my professor, he was thankfully very understanding and allowed me to do a different assignment to make up for it because I was extremely not comfortable reading this book and because of its particular subject matter. So instead, I wrote an essay on Summer Wars and talked about the movie and how it related to the themes we were discussing in class.
Oh, well, that's cool.
And it was cool. I think
Cool,
it was a really good essay. Yeah.
All right. So moving
Yeah,
forward.
I'm glad I feel like other people in the class maybe should have done the same because that book is very, very, very sensitive, uncomfortable subject matter. One girl in one of my classmates told me that she threw up after reading it.
Oh.
So I was like, yeah, maybe you should have asked to do the same thing, because I was like, yeah, I immediately was like, nope. Can I please do something else? Can I please not have to read this?
I don't know what it is, but it feels like I'd be opening up Pandora's box.
If you're curious, the book was A Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, okay.
Which has actually been was sort of recently adapted into a very like well-received and popular TV show, which is cool, but I still think that book is just very uncomfortable for me. I don't like having to read about that particular subject matter. Not that it's not important, and it's not that it's not worth discussing. I'm just like, I do not want this in my life. Thank you. For me, personally.
No, that's absolutely understandable. So like I mentioned, we have a wall of Ghibli. Basically, everyone said, "Bit, you haven't watched enough Ghibli. Go watch it." And you're right. So at some point, we will be watching some Ghibli films, and that includes Kiki's Delivery Service, Spirited Away, Ponyo, Howl's Moving Castle, My Neighbor Totoro. Is Castle in the Sky Ghibli?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So, we got a lot of Ghibli on here. So
yeah, that's basically all the movies that. So when I saw Digital Circus, there's a big poster or cutout or something in the theater that's Ghibli Fest, and so the theater is doing all throughout the summer, like every 2 weeks they show a different Ghibli movie in the theater. So like for 2 weeks they're Ponyo, and then they switch over to, and then My Neighbor Totoro, and then Howl's Moving Castle, and then apparently it's Spirited Away's like 25th anniversary. It's like, God, I feel old.
Yo, Jesus,
so
I
they're
remember
doing
seeing that.
anniversary.
I remember
Yeah.
seeing that movie on the rack at Blockbuster.
Same.
Ah! Christ.
Yeah, so that's cool. They
Video Vision?
Studio's doing Ghibli Fest. So Dipit's gonna do his own Ghibli Fest at some point, apparently. I don't mind that.
I don't know if it's gonna be a Ghibli fest. It's just kind of one of those, like, I'm just gonna toss a random Ghibli film in the middle of like what we're watching.
Oh, yeah, make sure you get Princess Mononoke in there, because some people say that's like the best one.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me There we go. Princess Mononoke. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I respectfully disagree. I would say Spirited Away is the best one, but I understand why people go to Princess Mononoke, because it's like the more sophisticated option. I guess you think it's a very deep movie with a lot of deep themes, and has a lot to say, and is very like it's a very classic literature kind of movie, because it's like a period piece, and it deals with all these war and nature, and you know, all this really deep stuff. But I just think Spirited Away is a better movie.
Alright. Well, like,
I don't know what
Spirited
triggered
Away
this.
feels
It's a little bit more accessible too. I think the fact it is more accessible, I do think, makes it a little better.
right.
I don't know what triggered this thought, but I was just reminded of somebody screenshotted a Wikipedia page on like Deadmau5 or Skrillex, some EDM artist,
Mm-hmm.
and it showed
Okay.
him up on the stage, you know, bobbing or supposedly like dancing, bobbing at his station, and the description was Deadmau5 pushing play on his MacBook.
Fuck off! I know some DJs. It is way more than that. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Look,
having also seen electronica artists live, I've seen Mystery Skulls live several times, which, despite having a name implying several people, it is in fact just one guy. Yeah, it's a lot more complicated than that.
I want to meet the stuck-up asshole of Wikipedia and like the editing page, who's like, "Oh, tic tac, tic tac, tic tac. There, showed you." Come back
an
when you're
EDM
playing real
artist
music.
like that is like playing an instrument, but the instrument is your computer.
Well, it's like, it's just, it's like walking up to a trombone player and just being like, "Oh, so you need you need to use your breath in order to make the instrument work. Why don't you move over to piano? That's not a legitimate thing." It's like, Jesus, man.
It's almost like there's skill and technique involved in playing the instrument.
Maybe. Or tangentially, you could see somebody playing a piano and just being like, "Oh, I see. So you can't just play the strings like a regular harp. You need a bunch of keys and mallets to do it for you. Cheap bastard."
Yeah, it's dumb.
Oh, man. So more movies that I got listed on here.
Also, but if you can find it, I don't know if you can find it or if it's available anywhere now, but there is a the Spirited Away stage show, musical live show, because that is a thing. I saw it in a theater because there was an event where they professionally recorded the performances that happened in Japan and then released those recordings in the theaters in the United States. And I saw it, and it was glorious and magical and incredible. And I'm like, Japan is on a whole nother level with their like stage productions. So if you can find that would be an amazing thing to watch. Because oh my god, it's so cool.
You can watch it on Prime Video apparently.
Ooh, nice,
It's called Spirited Away Live on Stage. Apparently,
nice. Yeah.
Spirited Away
It's-
Stage finally comes to streaming. Can I buy it? Can I just buy it?
No, you have to rent it.
Am I allowed Is that a thing that I can just do? Actually, let me go to the website. Ooh, wait. So the people Spirited Away live on stage was it's being published by G Kids,
Yeah.
and they do have a store with the Blu-ray.
Nice. Yeah, G Kids took over, so Disney no longer is associated with with distributing Ghibli films. They used to be, but they are not anymore. And now the new people in charge of all the Ghibli stuff is a company called G Kids. So yeah, that makes sense.
Spirited Away live on stage. I'll leave the URL for the place to buy it just because I want to make sure that I keep that on mind.
That's drop that for me too. If I ever have money again,
Yeah, sure.
that I don't spend on a silly cartoon mouth man, I will consider buying that because that stage show was incredible. I would love to have it on Blu-ray.
$25.
That's not bad.
So yeah, that's I love just spending $20 and having a movie.
Same.
It's great. I love it.
Yes! You can watch it whenever.
Yeah, and I can, I have the tools necessary to put that movie wherever the fuck I want. Get stuffed. 2023. That wasn't too long ago then.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Nice. Some more on the list of things here. Past the anime section, we got The Prince of Egypt,
Great movie.
which I believe that's a classic DreamWorks film.
Yes, it was from DreamWorks' 2D era,
Right.
late 90s.
When they were very ambitious about taking out Disney, and then they went,
Yeah,
"No,
we're gonna be Disney but better."
right." And then they
and
were
then they
like,
weren't.
"Haha, Shrek, go burr."
And then we're like, except actually, let's make Shrek, and then that became their thing. Though that's funny because Shrek was also born of like we want to be better than Disney because that movie is just Jeffrey Katzenberg venting about Disney.
Stomp!
Because Farquaad is just Michael. He's just Michael Eisner.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So it's just that movie's just him venting about Disney. That's so funny. What Shrek is to Jeffrey Katzenberg, Knights of Guinevere is to Dana Terrace. the ex
much.
Disney employee vent film.
All right. Next up here. I don't remember who recommended this one, but it's a good one. James and the Giant Peach.
Well, I don't know. I think I've seen that movie, but it's been so long that I remember absolutely nothing about it.
Man.
I love the director. Henry Selick is a genius. This is the man who has made he's the king of stop motion. Like if there was a guy who I would say like who is the stop motion guy, it's Henry Selick.
Yeah. I remember watching it, and I remember just being captivated by it. I remember close to nothing about it, but I remember.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's very. I need to watch it again, so I'm glad you've got that on there.
So yeah,
It's been a long
it's
time.
here.
Though I was
you-
admittedly a little disappointed with his last film. I thought it was just okay.
Which one was that?
But I am looking forward to whatever he does. Oh, his last film was called Wendell and Wild. It was it was directed by him and Jordan Peele. And it's okay.
Let me look up Wendell Wild real quick.
It has a canon trans boy character, which is really cool.
What the heck is this?
You didn't hear about this? This got a lot of hype back when it first released, and then it came out and it was kind of mid, and people forgot about it. But yeah, this was a big deal when it like first got announced. But then
unfortunate.
unfortunately, yeah, it kind of
Was that?
it's okay. It's not a bad movie, but I wouldn't say it's particularly great either.
Over my head.
The animation is amazing though.
Never heard of this before.
No. I'm looking at the Wikipedia right now for it. Henry Selick, Jordan Peele. I'm trying to see if there's any other names that would jump out at me.
It's really just like it was hype because Henry Selick and Jordan Peele project,
Right.
and it was PG-13.
And like, Keegan Michael Key because he's
Yeah,
attached to the hip to Jordan
yeah,
Peele.
because of course you don't have Key without
Um,
Peele.
Yeah, Key and Peele. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
okay.
it looks like it would like do well. It's just one of those like.
The script
Unfortunately, I
just
guess
isn't
it
that
didn't.
good. It's a movie that has some interesting ideas and visually is very very interesting, but the story just kind of doesn't really come together all that well.
Aw.
It's okay. Like I said, it's
No.
not a bad movie, but it's not. I don't think it's that great either. It's fine. I'm glad I watched it, but I don't have any real desire to go and see it again.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Sometimes a movie like that can create some nostalgia that'll crop up in 10 years. So,
Yeah.
For all we know, there might be a lot of people that will
Good stuff in
see
it.
like the Wendell and Wild movie or like remember it and be like, "Hold up. There was some good
It's got
stuff
some
about
good
that."
stuff in it. It's got some good stuff in it. I could see Doug Walker doing a video on it in like 10 years.
Oh. My bones are quaking at the thought. My old bones. Next up
You need to watch more
here-
of Jordan Peele's movies in general because I saw, again, while I was recovering from surgery, I saw Nope on TV, and that movie was really, really good.
Nope.
Jordan Peele has a movie called Nope. It's like a sci-fi horror about this brother and sister that own a ranch, like out in the desert, and they encounter what they think is a UFO. And it's very, very, it's very interesting.
Oh, I see. It's a UFO, and then people, the people there collectively went, "Nope."
Yep. And it
That
does
makes
work. Funnily enough, the title does work for the themes of the movie because the movie is kind of about spectacle and why sometimes even though something seems like amazing and alluring and you want to look at it, you probably shouldn't.
Yeah,
And it's better to
probably
just
not.
say nope. Yeah.
Let's see.
It's
Also,
it's a good movie. It's I hadn't seen any of other of Jordan Peele's like other movies prior to that, but I saw it and I'm like, I'm into this. I need to watch his other movies.
speaking of Jordan Peele movies, I went and I found a picture of Jordan Peele 3 movie collection Blu-ray. And it's just a 3-word story. Or like a 4-word story, I guess.
Yeah.
And the story is, nope, us, get out.
Yep. He likes his short, simple, punchy titles.
It works. Maybe one day, like, he'll finally release enough movies that it'll be enough to make a full, 3-act story. You place it all together and you're just like, oh, wait, this is where the buried treasure is. Holy crap. All right. All right. So you keep ragging on me about this one. Wreck-It Ralph.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
highly recommend.
It's on the list,
Good.
and
Excellent.
I understand why. We'll get into
I
it.
am of all of the movies, all of the movies you haven't seen, the two I am most shocked that you haven't seen. The others, I'm like, okay, I can see how you would not see that. The two, just completely based on your personality and everything I know about you. How in the world have you not seen Wreck-It Ralph or Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That just blows my mind.
Roger Rabbit, just because that was, I think it was released. It was released when I was alive, but I certainly wasn't old enough to watch it.
It was still insanely popular throughout the 90s and even 2000s, though. That movie has just been.
Right. But a lot of
Always
things happened in
there.
the 2000s, and I was doing a lot of other stuff.
I've heard the name
Meanwhile,
thrown around,
Wreck-It
but I
Ralph,
don't have
I'll
any
admit,
specific
there's
memories
very
of
little
that.
excuse for Wreck-It Ralph. That movie was literally out around the same time that I was interested in video games and movies, and I should have watched
Also-
it, and I didn't.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit is directed by Robert Zemeckis, the director of Back to the Future, and you love Back to the Future.
Well, I don't think I was paying that much attention to the directors I liked back then. I think I was just like, oh, I like funny Time Machine, but didn't really care about who Robert Zemeckis was. So
Well, now that you do, you need to watch.
Now that I do.
You need to watch it, and also my favorite other Robert Zemeckis movie, Death Becomes Her.
Oh, Death Becomes Her. Yeah, I don't know a heck of a lot about that.
It's what if Robert Zemeckis made a Tim Burton movie?
Oh,
I love it. It's not one of his more popular films. I think there's a lot of people who don't like it or just think it's kind of like not great or whatever, or mid or whatever. I think it's fantastic.
Cool. Have I seen The Dark Crystal? No, but I know of its legacy. And considering like its cult like status, that might be something we might be interested in watching at some point.
You would be into The Dark Crystal. You're a big Muppet. You're a Muppets guy. You would be into The Dark Crystal. Speaking of which, Labyrinth. Oh my God, Labyrinth. Put Labyrinth on there.
Labyrinth is a good
on
one.
there. David Bowie.
Yay,
and
David Bowie's bulge. Anyway.
And I love it. I love Labyrinth.
Yeah, okay. I'll put Dark Crystal, Labyrinth. Good lord. Yeah, we got enough movies that were pretty much like solid for several years, I think. Holy fuck. As a non-puppet puppet person, it is still excellent. It's like, man, Dark Crystal was like stupidly ambitious. Like,
yeah.
Basically, it was Jim Henson being like, "Oh yeah, you think puppets are kids stuff? We'll get a load of this." And then just showed you something with like wild levels of like, existential
like if
horror.
Lord of the
and,
Rings was puppets.
And crazy subplots and crazy main plots.
It's if Lord of the Rings was Muppet.
What?
Oh, that got me.
What?
What if Lord of the Rings was Muppets?
I mean, that's
Okay.
kind of what it is.
Now I'm envisioning it. I'm envisioning the Muppet Show, except it's like they're doing a silly musical numbers with the chickens.
One chicken to rule them all.
One chicken to rule them all. Actually, I could hear a Muppet saying that. One chicken. Get out of here,
This
Swedish
reminds
Chef.
me of some of the more recent Sesame Street sketches where they literally will just parody a TV show for adults on Sesame Street. There is a Game of Thrones parody called Game of Chairs, and it's great.
That is awesome.
There is I forget the name of it, but they also did a spoof of Wolf of Wall Street, and it's like, kids aren't gonna get this, but that's kind of what makes it great.
No, but when they hit 20, they're gonna go back and look at that sketch and be like, "Wait a minute." It's kind of like when I was younger, I watched the that one bit where they were talking about the letter B, and I was just like, "This song is fun." Then I go back and be like, "Holy fuck, the Beatles!" I don't know why I didn't get that. So, they'll have a good laugh later. All right, so we got Wreck-It Ralph. The next thing, several people have told me I need to watch this, and yes, I agree. Speed Racer. Specifically the movie.
The Wachowskis one. I've wanted to see that for a really long time. I have a lot of people who swear by it, who say it's amazing.
Well,
it's like
initially,
one of Wachowski's best movies. It actually understands the source material really well and does cool stuff with it. I'm down. I hear it's great.
Yep. I do remember the moment when it was being released. I remember a lot of people were critically panning it just because they were like, "This seems kind of weird. Why would you make a live action American adaptation of Speed Racer? Like, that seems silly and dumb, and why would it end up being good?" And then the people that actually went and saw the movie went, "No, hold on. Wait."
The Wachowskis are weebs, and they understood the assignment.
Yep. And it has only grown in intensity over time. And now I seem to recall they just recently made the announcement that, like, what was it? I think it's getting like re-showings in some theaters in some places for its
I can
anniversary.
see that, yeah.
On top of that, oh yeah, right. They also announced that like there's a 4K remaster that's coming out for it, which frankly,
That's cool.
for a movie like that, Oh, that's gonna be beautiful. The effects are gonna be pristine.
Yeah, I think another reason why the critical reception to it wasn't that welcome at the time, because at the time the Wachowskis were known for The Matrix, which was
Yeah.
very, very different.
Man. Ooh.
But that was also them being huge weebs, and The Matrix is it's like they saw Ghost in the Shell and were like, we need to do something like this.
Right.
We need to make something like this, and they made
The Matrix definitely gives off that vibe of like, you know, whisked away to another world kind of thing. Like the whole
It
isekai
was super
thing.
heavily anime inspired. Again, it's basically just their Americanized version of Ghost in the Shell. So,
Would it make sense to watch the Matrix movies?
yes, only because we support art made by trans women.
Fair.
And also, The
Point.
Matrix is very influential, and I think Matrix is very important and influential as a film to like, in terms of like aesthetics of the early 2000s and sci-fi films at the time,
Dude,
and cyberpunk.
I was just
it's
gonna
like the
say
most mainstream
the
cyberpunk
Matrix
movie ever made.
basically invented the entirety of the interfaces that we like explored and worked with for the last like between 2002 and 2007. Like
Yeah.
that's all you saw. Like when you dealt with like, you know, a GUI, there was probably some kind of like weird Matrix type of inspired visual aesthetic, whether it be
Yeah.
the falling letters, whether it be the just the sleek metallic design of stuff, and like the abstract metal housings and shit.
Yeah.
Like holy fuck.
Quintessential cyberpunk. It's quintessential to cyberpunk as a genre too.
Oh yeah, definitely. That makes so much sense that Ghost in the Shell inspired The Matrix. Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, I've added The
I love
Matrix to the
it
list.
when you find out successful Hollywood filmmakers are actually huge weebs and really into anime, and that's also how we got this might be another one to check out because I've wanted to see this for a while. I've heard it's good. Battle Angel Alita,
buddy,
the
what
James Cameron film.
I need to look this up. Battle Angel. What?
James Cameron, you know, freaking Titanic Avatar guy, is also a weeb. And his
Alita
favorite
Battle
manga
Angel.
ever-
That's what it is.
His
Okay.
favorite manga is a manga called Battle Angel Alita, and it was his dream project to make a movie out of it. And finally, several years ago, he did it. And it's actually very good. Because he
I'm
made it
looking
just
at the
because he
picture.
loved the manga and he wanted to make a movie out of it. Even though
This
it's
is a
not
live
like
action
very...
film, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna screen cap this real quick. Maybe
Well, the main character is a robot. She is a robot, so that's kind of why she looks a little weird.
clearly.
And has the big anime girl eyes, is because she, in universe, is not a human being. So,
Makes sense. I need to put a visual here, visual aid up for people who might not have seen Alita here. Here's okay. I've screen capped this directly from IMDb. Save as PNG. Alita. Oh, I have caps lock on. That's fine. Go for it. Sorry, I'm currently working with 2 different computers, and it's so fun to do that. Where it's just like, okay, now that I finished it on that computer, time to trade it off over to that one. There we go. On the plus side, it does allow me to play video games and also have this beautiful face on the screen at the same time.
true.
All right, there we go. All right, if you don't know who Alita is, this is what Alita looks like. Ariel. And I gotta say, the uncanny valley is definitely showing with this image.
Yep. I mean, it's
not enough
intentional.
that it's not destroying me or anything, but I see it and I go, oh. Wow.
It works because it's intentional. She's supposed to look kind of off because she's not a human. She's a robot.
Kate Pierce says, "Oh look, it's Miss Anime Eyes."
Yeah.
Right. You
I
can
think that is
definitely
clever.
tell this was inspired from like, you know, an anime source for sure.
Yeah, it's based on
Big
his favorite
eyes.
manga.
Like
So
even
I think it's clever that he's like, I'm gonna make her look like an anime girl, and it's gonna look kind of weird in live action, but that's the point because she's a robot.
right. I mean, not even just the eyes itself, but like if you look at the armor that she's currently in, that also like really gives you a scream of like, ooh, anime armor in anime film or manga. So like,
Yeah. Like looking at this screenshot, she almost kind of looks. This almost kind of looks just like very realistic CG. Like this doesn't look like a human being.
right?
Like
Yeah,
there was an
I-
actual actress that they
That's why I
used.
was sitting there
with, like-
being like, is it real or CG person?
They had a real actress and then they just CG'd over her to make her weird anime robot girl.
Hold
But
on.
yeah. It is live action CG mix.
She can see you and your soul, and the soul of the person behind you as well. Very interesting. I'll put it on the list, but like I'm not gonna 100% say it. But
See it. I have not seen it, but I've had many people say it's very good.
I'll have to look into it a little bit
It's
more.
always nice when a director has this one obscure thing that they really like and has their dream project is to make a movie of that thing and then they actually get to make it. So
It's just interesting. It's James Cameron. I know James Cameron from a lot of things, and like, anime was not one of those things that was on my bingo card.
yep. It was surprising to a lot of people. But it's very cool to know.
Alrighty. Okay, so
We
we
just had
alright,
a
I've
second
added that
go. We'll just make another space for this.
guy. Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
just
take
like,
James Cameron from me.
okay,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
just make another board.
I don't know. You'd think you'd say that. I mean, you could say that after Titanic, but honestly, Avatar kind of. If you knew him from Avatar, rather, if you were introduced to him through Avatar rather than Titanic, you could kind of see how he's a weeb.
Yeah,
But, but since for most people it's the other way around, they're
Avatar
like,
is
I wouldn't have thought of
Ferngully.
that. But no, Avatar I think makes it very clear he's a weeb.
well, like Avatar is very clearly
very-
like it's. Oh wait, no, you're talking about Avatar. Oh, okay, yeah, the funny blue creatures. For some stupid
but-
reason, I was thinking you were referring to the Airbender.
Well, the funniest thing is there's two. Which Avatar anime inspired Avatar am I thinking of? Yeah, which one? They're both like clearly like I think the Blue People Avatar is like definitely made by a guy who's a weeb. So
I
it's
could see it.
because we got
Well,
aliens.
What were we talking
Yeah.
about earlier with the whole isekai thing? Holy
yeah,
shit!
it's like it's
Avatar
basically
is-
an isekai.
Avatar is one giant isekai that also is Ferngully.
It's the magic aliens. It's a magic aliens isekai, which is like that's so many anime.
Yeah. Oh hell, old Pierce is back.
Hi, just popping in really quickly to say that the best isekai is Coraline.
Fair. By the way,
True.
I'm adding Coraline.
Oh hell yes.
That's another
And
one.
Paranorman, if you also have not, everybody is like, hey, like his best movie is Coraline. I'm like, I'm sorry, that's not how you pronounce Paranorman.
Paranorman is amazing, but it's not an isekai.
It's true, it is not, unfortunately.
I remember Paranorman when it came out in theaters. I believe I was working at a movie theater when it was out. And from my experience of like the ticket sales, I can tell you that there weren't a lot of people that were actively interested in going out and watching it when it was available.
That
So
sucks. It must have
know.
been where you were, because actually, when I saw Paranorman, I had somehow had the best and like perfect crowd to see it. Because there is a scene, because everybody like had generally like, because when there's like the big twist that happens in the third act, there's like you could hear people gasping and like just like they'd be like, oh, they were like everyone was super into it, and then towards the end of the movie there is so throughout the whole movie Norman's sister is trying to impress this guy, this football jock dude, and get his attention, because he's hot, because she thinks he's really hot. But then the end of the movie, they're talking, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you should meet my boyfriend. He's really into chick flicks. You'd like him." And the crowd that I saw that with went wild. They were cheering, they were laughing. It's like, oh my god. It was that was wonderful. And this was back in like 2012, so
It was really cool.
it's really and Paranorman is just an amazing movie. Like Coraline is great. Like people hold that up as like the Leica standard, and I get why. It is very good. I just think Paranorman is kind of perfect.
Wasn't there an announcement talking about a sequel to Coraline?
I don't think so.
No, Leica has a new movie coming out called Wildwood, which is based on a book that I had not heard of. It looks really cool.
There was actually a trailer for it at the Digital Circus finale.
Yeah, I got that trailer too.
Wow, ew. What is this?
What?
Oh no. What the fuck is this?
What is it?
I found something. This is all no. No, why what is what Oh. I'm hold on. I'm hold all of the thoughts for a moment.
What is it?
There we go. I looked up Coraline and news just to see if I could find something that was like, because I was like, well, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe there's something Coraline related that was just recently announced. No, there's nothing Coraline related announced. I think the anniversary is coming up. I think that's what it was. But then I found the news that apparently Monster High, the the Mattel property, is adding Coraline to their lineup.
Huh. So they're doing like
You wanna-
a Coraline Monster High doll? That's kind of cool.
You want to be jump scared?
Sure.
There you go. I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know if I'm all right with this. It feels very Yassified. Like,
that is
uncomfortably
Yassified.
Yassified.
Yassified Coraline.
Her eyes look like they're
the
both
eyes are the
regular
buttons.
eyes
Hold on a
and
second.
button eyes at the same time.
Yeah, you can see that it's Monster High eyes, and it's also got little buttons in it. So like, they're referencing the movie,
ending.
all right, but
So it's the bad
cool.
ending.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this.
It's
Maybe a
kinda
fan of
weird,
Monster
but
High
I
is looking
don't
at
hate
this
it.
and going
they clearly know the source material.
They do.
But
Oh,
the whole
wait,
point of the movie was Coraline trying to avoid getting buttons in her eyes.
No, true.
know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Yassified Coraline.
It's a kitty.
Yeah, it's the Keith David cat.
Aw, adorable. That's the part that I love the most about that set. Speaking of Monster High, Universal Pictures is making a live act. What? Okay.
That doesn't surprise me. I'm surprised
I mean-
it took this long.
That doesn't surprise me, but the first thing I think is that sort of visual and design for Monster High. And so when you say that, the first thing I think is, what are they going to do to make that live? I mean, they're not going to weirdly CGI people's faces, are they?
God, I hope not.
That would turn my stomach.
I mean, yeah,
Oh, no.
I'm surprised it took that long. Monster High has been a huge thing for a very long time, so I'm surprised it took
God.
this long.
How long has it been? Like, Monster High's been around since at least the early 2010s,
I
right?
feel like it was early. It was like the early mid 2000s. I think is when it became a thing.
Mid 2000s. Is it really that old?
Coraline
I
was
feel like
2009.
When was it in truth? Let me look.
Ooh, I'm
The
kind
movie
of
came out
curious
in
to know.
2009.
Well, Coraline is 2009, but like I'm thinking like Monster High.
Oh,
No,
Monster
no,
High
no.
is wow, more recent than I actually expected. I thought it was mid late 2000s. It wasn't introduced. It was launched on June 11th, 2010.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So that is 16 years
because I'm
ago.
like, dude, if it came out in like the 2000s, that would have been my childhood, and I remember my childhood. I don't remember much about Monster High then, so like,
Yeah, it was a little after that.
okay,
It was summer 2010, so.
that makes sense. All right, so okay, other movies that I have currently sitting on my list here are Secondhand Lion. I don't remember who recommended that. Which one of you guys said the Secondhand Lion with Michael Kite?
I've heard of that movie. I don't know anything about it.
I know very little about it. Somebody was just like, I want you to watch this. And I was like, I guess I'll add that. All right.
Secondhand Lions from 2003.
Ooh, CGI show on Nickelodeon. I mean, I'm sure that would have been pretty good.
The only thing I know about Secondhand Lions is that it has Haley Joel Osment in it.
Yeah.
And that means that when we do watch it, I will be making all of the Kingdom Hearts jokes. Because that's Sora.
That should be fun.
Yep.
And then, last thing that I kind of have on the list that isn't like brand spanking new is, I don't remember who it is in somebody in the, who was it? Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go over to the suggestions channel because it was somebody in the suggestions channel has asked it several times now. Oh, yes, it was Phoenix. Phoenix really badly wants us to watch Megamind.
Yes!
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Megamind!
And
Hell
Megamind
yeah.
is one of those movies that, like, back when it came out, I would have dunked on it and been like, this is goofy and kind of stupid and, like, I don't know, it feels really brainless and cheesy and I don't know. But as I've gotten older and I've realized that, like, cheesy is not necessarily a good criticism of something, I have realized that Megamind actually has a lot of really good qualities behind it.
Megamind is unironically, objectively a very good movie. I think it's one of the better DreamWorks movies from that time, though. Though everything after Kung Fu Panda, the first one, that's kind of when DreamWorks finally started to get their really kind of get their act together as far as the CG films that weren't Shrek. So, and Megamind was 2010, so that was that was in their era of they're really starting to find what works for them.
Kung Fu Panda 2 is so freaking good.
Which one?
Kung Fu Panda 2.
Oh my god, yeah. Kung Fu Panda 2 is incredible. I was hyper fixated on that movie for quite a while.
Yeah.
I've seen the first one, but I kind of fell off after that.
2 is
The
better.
second one's the best
2 is
one.
better.
You gotta watch it.
The second one's the best one. It's better.
Gotcha.
Here, let me explain it in simple terms. One of the story supervisors for Kung Fu Panda 2 was Guillermo del Toro.
Oh. Okay.
That makes sense.
So go watch it.
I don't know if I knew that.
Oh yeah, right. I think what was it? We were talking about Kung Fu Panda, and I think it might have been you that was just like, yes, we need to watch Kung Fu Panda. We need to watch all the movies 1 through 3.
Yep.
4 doesn't exist.
You gotta watch all 3.
3 is honestly, 3 was the most mid thing that I ever saw. I saw it, and then I'm like,
but it at least ends the trilogy.
It does. It's fine as a way to end things, but it's like I had zero I had zero feelings about that movie, which was the complete opposite of Kung Fu Panda 2, which I had so many feelings about for a very long time. And then Kung Fu Panda 3 just happens, and it's like, well, okay, that happened. Okay.
Yeah,
Fine.
3's all right.
I
but
remember
it at least ends things well.
Oh, Comfy is here. I killed my voice. What'd you do? Are you singing? Are you screaming into a microphone? Or did you go to an event? I want to know.
It was Mierda.
Fun story, actually. Again, I worked at some movie theater related stuff before, and around the time that Kung Fu Panda 4 came out, I was there. And one of the funny special promotions they did in theaters was, and I don't think they didn't give any prerequisite to this at all. You just got the movie for Kung Fu Panda delivered to you, and along with the delivery, you got a massive crate of fortune cookies. A massive one. Huge. And you were instructed that everyone got one fortune cookie for you buy a ticket and you got a free fortune cookie. So and that was a really cool promotion. Shame nobody went out and saw Kung Fu Panda 4. Because I can tell you this, all the employees, we had enough fortune cookies to basically feed our employees for the entire week.
That's funny.
So that didn't work out. Oh, you were voicing Jackenstein for Deltarune.
I know Jackenstein. Yeah. You're
I don't.
Oh, first of all, how much Deltarune have you played or know about?
Absolutely nothing.
Fair enough. Then you have.
I've seen a
you're
few
not-
of the characters thrown around here and there, but I don't know anything about it.
Jackenstein is the funny character that like puts you through the mazes, like the spooky mazes. The pumpkin guy.
I see.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen him.
Eh. Okay, then you weren't gonna know who that is. I was doing a Ludo style voice from Labyrinth.
Hey, we were just talking about Labyrinth.
We were just talking about Labyrinth, and I need to watch Labyrinth so I know the reference.
Udo is a big fluffy monster guy.
Ooh, okay. I like it. I recommend.
Yeah.
It's on the
Good.
list. Anyway, so that basically covers the entirety of the movies to get section. So, all in all, we've got a total of 45 entries to this freaking thing.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be completely empty of ideas for a while. It's just a matter of like, oh, I'm going to have to like, the budget to buy all the films, and also like, I need to find a place to put all this. You know, like I need a big shelf for the collection. And that's just all the stuff that we need to get. I already have a massive amount of films, like, to begin with, so. Okay. God damn. So what I'm saying is, if you want to come out and watch a couple of movies with us on Fridays, I'd love it if you'd come out. Like, you know, more than welcome.
Yeah, sure. Look into it.
As long
Think
as
of good
like,
times.
I think I
as
can
long
do
as like, I know what was it? There's a handful of movies that I'm going to be limiting to like 16 and up, but
That's fair.
those are very few and far between. I've tried to pick as many things as possible that at least fit underneath the PG-13 bracket. So,
Fair.
you know, and that should be appropriate for anybody on Discord, as long as you're not lying, because you need to
Yep.
be 13 and up in order to be here.
Yep.
Yep, them's the rules.
As long as,
I
for all
see.
intents and purposes, you are 13 and up.
Right. And then just to check real quick, it looks like in my DVD folder, like my DVD Blu-ray folder, I have about 80 individual folders.
Holy moly.
That's a lot of films.
That's a lot.
And most of them, I have enough space on my phone that I've actually been able to like put them all on my phone, and it's been really freaking cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Speaking of the other day when the power went out, I was like, well, guess who's got entertainment? I could just pull up a movie on my phone whenever I want and not have to stream it from Disney Plus or some crap.
You can also play your Nintendo Switch.
That I thought you meant you could play your Nintendo Switch on your phone, in which case I was just like, not
mean-
impossible.
Well, I mean, yeah, you could, but the Switch itself is also portable.
You know what else is portable? If you digitize your collection of GameCube games, somebody in this
Yeah.
room might have done that. Do you know how crazy Android emulation has gotten nowadays?
Oh yeah, it's insane.
Like, GameCube emulation on Android. I remember, like, 2 phone generations behind, I would boot up, like, an old game of mine from, like, GameCube, and then I would, like, fiddle around with it a little bit, and the graphics would hurt my eyes, and, like,
And
the
it would just
polygons
chug.
would just not work properly, and, like, the frame rate would just be absolute shite. Meanwhile,
Yeah, it's gotten really good now.
you run, like, I mean, I got a phone that literally runs at like 3.2 gigahertz, so, and that's like what an octa-core freaking processor. So now that son of a bitch has the ability to run GameCube games just effortlessly, like barely even a thought. I love that technology is super powerful. I just wish we didn't put it into asking ChatGPT where we can go and buy mayonnaise.
Yep.
You know? When I be sorry, I'm getting up. Where'd the soapbox come from? Let me
And
get
you
down
asked
from it.
ChatGPT, is mayonnaise an instrument?
We already know this answer, and Squidward told us firmly.
Actually, mayonnaise is an instrument,
Actually, it is, yeah.
like legally.
What? Wait,
Yeah.
is there something I missed?
Give me a second.
What do you... What do you... Is this like a ketchup being a fruit thing? What is happening?
There was a study that was done there was a university study that was done with a head of global music technologies, and they concluded that yes, mayonnaise can be classified as an instrument.
Please explain.
Here, I'll send you a link in DMs in a second. Here you go.
What do you mean? What is this image?
Please
I
show
have-
this. I want to see this.
Yeah, please share that in
I
the
sent you
stream
I
chat.
sent a Forbes article. It's okay.
Okay.
Here.
Here
Here you go.
Hellman's just settled it with a okay, they're biased. It is a study done by Hellman's. They have everything to prove here. The question first appeared in the beloved animated series. Oh, in a beloved animated series. Just say SpongeBob. More than
I mean, they
20
have the
years
clip.
ago.
They have the clip in the article.
The brand enlisted Dr. Rochelle Durkin. How? This is your lineage. This is your legacy now. Global musical technologies at Northumbria University to study. Oh my god. I can't even say this word. Used to study mayonnaise through the lens of organology, the academic classification of musical instruments. And after weeks of analysis, Durkin confirmed that mayo can produce sound through dolloping, squeezing, drumming, and plucking. Okay?
Yep.
Incredible.
So,
I mean,
yes, mayonnaise is
look, all
an
right, I'm gonna go look up a video. Give me a minute. We have to hold up.
Later in that article, they have the song that the guy composed entirely using mayonnaise and his own voice.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, YouTubers will do that. Hold on a second. Oh, dang it. Okay. I'll leave a. Oh fuck. Give me a moment. Okay, there we go. Theater mode. Yeah, that'll be the easiest way to do that. All right, let me copy and paste this over to the Discord so you guys can see it. Okay, I'll post it in the stream chat. You've probably seen this video before. I would be shocked if you had never seen this video before. Megalovania played on mayonnaise, done by Jules Conroy. Enjoy.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
That is the face of a defeated man. The face of a defeated man. It's kind of off center, but you guys can see it.
Yeah.
Composer on the Cadence of Hyrule soundtrack, by the way.
Yo, Jack, do you want a little snack?
What do you got for me?
You want a little snack?
Is that ice cream?
Let's take a bite and find out.
No. Don't do it. That's a thing that exists.
That's one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. My life is so much better now having witnessed this.
It truly adds a spicy kick to the song.
I just love the intro. Just is mayonnaise and is like the entire video just has a let's just fucking do this mentality. Like that's the energy the whole time.
Yep.
Oh Jesus. Jules is an internet treasure. Do not let anyone else tell you otherwise.
Yeah.
All right. With
that is the mark of a incredible human being.
I've followed a couple of things that Jules has done. Like, first of all, I followed his music like since I think 2008, frankly. But also he's done like a whole bunch of random live streams where like he just derps around and comes up with some stupid stuff every now and then. He figured out how to play like certain N64 games using only a only a guitar. Like he like what was it? What's it called? He transposed like the sound of like certain chords into video game inputs and made it so that it's possible for him to play guitar and then also control Mario and Mario 64.
I was about to say, is this some kind of playing Dark Souls on the Donkey Kong bongos type situation? But no, it sounds like he turned an actual musical instrument into a game controller, and that's kind of dope.
What other dumb things has he done? He's done a lot of really stupid shit. That makes me very happy. And again, he's officially worked with Nintendo, so that is an interesting legacy that he holds.
That's incredible.
Alrighty. We're starting to get a little bit late in the night, so I don't have a heck of a lot else that I want to cover. There was a part of me that kind of wanted to tease, like, what was in my movie collection, but I kind of already have done that. I don't know. I don't want to blow the surprise just too much. Not yet.
Oh yeah, but before I request a movie. Before I forget again for the third time, please send me the extra stuff from the Mario 93.
Okay, I'll do that after the stream is done.
Yeah, because I did want to watch all that, but but you gotta send it to me. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, Pierce, what were you wanting to recommend?
There's this anime movie. It was directed by the guy who did Your Name, and it's really, really good. It's called Suzume.
Suzume? Let me look that up real quick.
Oh, that's not one of his I've heard of.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, the cover is aesthetic as fuck.
Wait, is this the one where the guy turns into the chair?
It is.
What?
Okay, no, I have heard of this. I just forgot the name.
Yeah, that's the one.
What?
A guy turns into a chair.
Yeah,
what do you
there's
mean?
a guy who turns into a chair.
Why?
It's complicated. There's a cat involved.
This isn't a fetish movie, is it?
No, actually, it's really, really good and heartfelt, and you've seen Your Name, right?
Yep. Saw it in the
Bit-
theaters.
Bit, have you seen it?
What do you think?
I think that you are well acquainted with Japanese anime films.
Of course, sure. Let's roll with
Especially-
that. Do I need to add Your Name as well?
You probably should.
Okay.
If you haven't seen Your Name, you should at least know that Your Name is like, when it came out, it was the movie that dethroned Spirited Away as the highest-grossing anime movie.
Oh, I
So
see.
it's
It's
kind
like-
of a big deal.
It's made like an infinity $1 billion to the point where the director himself was like, please stop seeing this movie.
Oh.
God. And Suzume is sort of a spiritual successor to what Your Name was. The way that I like to look at it is, if Your Name was Undertale, Suzume is Deltarune.
I see.
Ooh.
Okay. All
Interesting.
right. I've added Your Name and Suzume to the list, and we will watch it like in that order in some capacity.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like, God, we got a lot of movies we got to collect and a lot of stuff we already have to get through. So we'll get there.
I will say both movies have English dubs, and they are good. So
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I've actually not seen Your Name's English dub, so I want to do that because when I saw it in the theater, it was Japanese with subtitles.
yeah, it's a solid dub. But with Your Name, you definitely will want to have at least like. There's a version of the movie that has like certain parts captioned, because there's a lot of parts where characters have to read Japanese text, or they show Japanese text on screen and it assumes that you can read what it says. And if you can't, then the scene doesn't really have the effect that it's supposed to. So make sure you watch a version that has captions that explain what those words mean. Suzume doesn't have that problem, but Your Name does, because it has a lot of parts where characters write on each other's skin because they have a Freaky Friday thing going on.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the premise of Your Name is there's a girl in the country and a boy in the city. They don't know each other. They've never met. But then one day they swap bodies,
I see.
and then they have to figure out what the heck is going on.
It's actually multiple days they swap bodies, and every time they do, then they find notes written on themselves by the other person saying, "Here's what happened today." So
Okay. That makes sense. And also the anime title Your Name makes a lot of sense in that context then. All right.
It is a very, very emotional movie.
it is.
Oh. I can't wait to have my soul crushed.
Oh, that'll happen. I won't spoil what happens, but you'll find out.
Alrighty.
It has
Okay.
a twist. It has a twist that you will. I think you will like. It's very interesting. It's and hard to see coming.
Yep.
All right.
you won't see the twist coming.
I love when there's a twist that is like just so great about a movie, but like even speaking of the twist ruins it. So yeah, all you can
Yeah.
do is just hint that it's there.
Yep.
Alrighty. Okay,
But yeah,
that
it's
has been
fun.
added.
Actually, I'm
Just-
sorry. Could I recommend one other movie that's just really, really nice and feel good?
Oh yeah, of course.
The Animal Crossing movie.
Oh yeah, Jesus.
Oh, I
Here.
haven't seen that in so long. Does it have? Is it still only is the only dub for it still only the fan dub?
There's still only fan dubs. The version that I recommend, someone went through it and they added subtitles that are in the Animal Crossing font.
Oh,
And
That's cute.
and for the subtitles, they also added in like all the little character ticks that the characters in Animal Crossing have, and they use the localized names, so it feels like you're watching. So it feels fitting for people who grew up playing the English versions.
that's really
That's
nice.
the version that I would recommend.
Yeah, I am always been surprised that movie never got any kind of official English release of any kind.
Yeah, but that movie's just a really, really great feel-good movie. Because Animal Crossing is like the perfect vehicle for a slice of life anime adaptation. Because that's basically
That's
what it is.
true. Yeah. Animal
So,
Crossing is
the movie
just
works
slice
really,
of
really
life
well.
straight up. Also, even just looking up Animal Crossing anime, I literally have just found a link with somebody that is like linked the English dub. that I assume is not official.
It's
Yeah,
not
there-
official.
There is,
It's
there is
never-
no official English dub.
There is no official English dub. It's never been officially released in English in any capacity, which is shocking.
Yeah, especially after how popular New Horizons got. But the movie is specifically based on Animal Crossing Wild World, so people might watch it and wonder where the heck Isabelle is.
Ah, too bad. So sad.
Yep. Although the movie did re-air in Japan when New Horizons came out, so...
I wonder how difficult it would be to get yourself like a physical copy of it.
No idea.
Probably impossible.
You would need it would have to be a Japanese one. So
Yeah, and that would obviously would not have English subtitles, so you still have to do that manually.
Right, of course. Well, my main interest is just knowing that I have the physical copy. So, like, you know, you could go and you can grab a digital copy that was made by a fan and all that jazz, but personally, I prefer to know that I had, like, a copy of, like, the official thing, just so I could say, like, I do own it. Also, oh, man. Okay, I'm finding listings for it for, like, a new copy for, like, $45. Wonder if there's anybody that hasn't used. Also, that it never came out in anything other than DVD, right?
yeah.
I don't believe it did, no.
Darn. Okay. Okay. I will, yeah, I'll bookmark this and I'll just make sure that it is on my list of to-dos. Had to auto-buy. What? Yes, auto-buy this thing for me. What? No. I don't need, like, a fresh copy of this movie every, like, week.
This purchase is brought to you by Crazy Red.
Crazy? Yeah, right.
Yep.
Oh, been a while since I played anything Animal Crossing related. That almost, like, went over my head. I was just like, oh, been a while since I've thought about Red.
Yep. I'm sure he's busy running Timu.
Probably. Red running Timo. Oh, yeah. Red's products fall apart the moment you breathe on them.
Yep, they're all just crappy discount merch.
Right. Hey, you want a painting? Come on in. Go grab yourself a painting. We swear it's legit. We
got
sourced
the
this
classic
Mona
Blue
Lisa
Boy painting.
personally.
We got the classic Blue Boy painting. This painting is green. Yeah, it's a classic.
Classic green.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna start ending some stuff here. Is there anybody currently streaming that I could rate us out to? Let me see. It's kind of late into the night, so if there isn't, wait! Monochrome is online right now.
Ooh.
Oh, how long have they been on? Only 14 minutes! Synth is over there too. They're playing Marvel Rabos.
Ooh.
Yo, let's send us over here. Yeah, if you don't know Monochrome, they are a voice actor that I'm a friend of, and they do the whole. Hold on, let me raid. I'm trying to remember exactly what it is they've been on. Have they been in Welcome Home? Because I know a lot of the voice people that like me and Synth work with are like in Welcome Home. I know Show is. Oh, what has Monochrome done? I'm completely spacing it. Sorry, Mono. Apologies. Anyway, Monochrome is a. Here, let me move over to the end screen real quick. There we go. Yeah, Monochrome is sort of VTube PNG tuber, and they basically like play whatever they're currently interested in, and so that is. I know they've played like Marvel Rivals, and they've also collaborated on a bunch of games that we've been a part of. In general, they're just fun and a very sweet individual. So go on, jump out, say hello. I don't know, yell pie directly into their face. I'm not sure. Do whatever feels fun. Okay, I've lined up for the raid. Let me just give you guys an update on what I'm planning on doing here sometime pretty soon. We're playing some more Sonic DLC. That's going to be happening on Wednesday. Super excited about that because I want to see what all the other characters play like. You know, Knuckles and Tails. And then after that, on Saturday, we're actually going to start playing a little bit more Silk Song. Again, major apologies for the power outage. I have absolutely zero power over that. Waka waka.
It happens.
So, speaking of it, I forgot to mention this the entire stream. I found out that power outage also knocked out the power at my workplace. Which,
damn.
Oh, that makes perfect sense. But also, I was on the Discord that we have, and I was like keeping track of how things were going with that. And as it turns out, apparently that power outage like knocked out really significant parts of the network. Oof. And they've been scrambling to get it working back together for like the past like 24 hours. Oh, I'm not looking forward to going in tomorrow. That'll be fun to have to contend with. Anyway, yeah, a little bit more Silk Song is going to be happening Saturday. And end of that. Aside from that, oh, right. Also, next, again, reminder, we're watching Monty Python and the Holy Grail next Friday. So if you feel like watching that, jump on in. Anything more you guys wanted to add before we do the raid?
Thank you so much for coming out, everybody. I hope you have a
Thank you,
fantastic
everybody,
night.
for coming out.
Yay, agreed. Okay, I'm gonna press the raid button and we're just gonna
Bye-bye.
head on out. Bonk! Raid. Let's go say hello to Mono and oh, they're in the middle of matches too. Perfect timing. Okay, catch you guys later. Have a good night.
See ya.
Yay, thanks for hanging out, guys.
Yay.